All right, everybody. Here we are in this podcast that you definitely have no idea what it is. So that's what I'm going to tell you. It's actual play broadcast, even though the name of the podcast is, on it. That's why you probably clicked on it. And uh, you know, but I'm going to explain it anyways because that's a great thing to do. So I am Zemian, as always, here to run another episode of Training Continuum Aberrant, our Persona Nova campaign. And I am joined by this lovely gaggle of goofballs.
I'm not a goofball.
You
My
kind
name
of are.
is my name is Idol. I'm playing Theta.
I know you sounded so sad and so sincere when you said that.
I'm not a goofball.
Oh man. My name is Lane. If you've seen me elsewhere online, you may know me as Florian or Zan. And I'm currently playing Ross, also known as Aftermath.
I'm not a gaggle. My name is Skolex, and I'm playing the number one hot new Nova, Zara. Smart.
I'm Shooter. I do identify as a goofball, and I play Moses, aka Blink.
As if we
Based,
couldn't tell.
based.
Wow.
Okay. So, who would like to recap us on what happened last time? Which I'm sure Skullx would also greatly appreciate since she was
Out partying.
yeah, Zara
Oh.
was also out partying a little bit. Just
Imagine.
living the life, doing some social media, and trying to plan her outfit for this thing in a week.
Hard
You
work.
know what? We were
Hard work indeed.
doing the same. Yeah. We were getting yeah. We were getting ready for the what do we call it? Charity event that's on Friday, which was a week from when we started last time. So we decided on what we were going to wear. Definitely not black tie material. We're going to be wearing Utopia colors, very bright, very, some may say gaudy, perhaps, but they're very vibrant colors. I'm sure that will go over well. We also spent the week just kind of doing our own things, preparing in general, getting used to the life in the tower here. I think we had Moses make everybody some wonderful cookies. Spread them around the tower. It was a very nice gesture of him, and the cookies actually turned out well. He also went to go train with his sensei. New techniques that he could potentially use as a Nova, but kind of a bit outclassed at the moment from his usual martial arts teachings. He needs to spend a little more time developing that. We had lunch with Liam last time, right? Or was that the time before?
I believe that was the
I
time.
was there.
The time
Yeah,
before.
okay. So it was the time before. Gotcha. Getting things mixed up here.
It's understandable.
Yeah, for sure. I got in contact, or Ross got in contact with a contact with from the Daedalus League who said, like, hey, we can get that adhesive for you. So that project will be done very soon, and also potential in with the Daedalus League is kind of wild. They're out in Maine though, so we'll be going to pick up those parts next time, or whenever we have some time. I also did a bit of research into my missing father. Turns out he may have been... something happened and his whole file got covered up. So something happened with him. Went out drinking to kind of suppress that, and had a wonderful scene at the bar where we discussed potentially making a logo for our team.
Yeah.
They'd also did a bunch of training as well with
I did.
rakes. You got a new power, like a new
I
power.
got a new power.
Yeah, very cool. We won't see it coming, literally. So But yeah, I think that covers most of the bases here, and we're just preparing to
pretty
step into
much.
that charity event. Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything in particular you guys want to be getting up to before the charity event? As at the moment, I have the calendar here at it sounds like we left off on the Friday prior. So it's exactly 1 week. So,
I don't
yeah.
think so. Like, I'm trying to think of what Theta would have been doing. No, she wouldn't have gotten up to anything. She was
Okay.
just hanging out.
Unless I misremember, I think that the adhesive pickup was
In 2
Thursday.
days.
So yeah. So
Oh,
before
yeah, so
that.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday you'll have to do the pickup. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, we will jump forward to Saturday.
I just like maybe Moses would have just started like randomly running towards cities, and leaving the metal containers there with his hair
Okay.
that we talked
Sure.
about before. So just to have like,
running.
yeah, I just taking a stroll.
Yeah, considering how far you can go with like a 30-minute run, like you can cover some decent ground.
Yeah.
Now, you do start discovering like how much mega stamina do you have?
1.
Okay. So you have some endurance. Although you do still have some limitations. Like you do get tired.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
even as you think about as a human running at full speed, how long can one really do that? Sure, you can always factor in adrenaline as an element or what have you, but eventually the human body gives out under full speed for too long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That said, 2 hours run, it is it's doable. It is a little exhausting. Like it is definitely your workout for the day. By the time you get there, which also like you end up like taking a jacket with you. Because it's probably going to be a little chilly there when you get there. It's March. It's not going to be like freezing, but it's going to be a little cold. It's going to be cooler anyways. But you start running. Running along the side of the road, I'm assuming, but otherwise making about as a straight line as you can.
Yep.
You just are speeding past things. And of course, things aren't really necessarily a blur to you. Like you can perceive things rather normally as you're going. It is you that is the blur to other people. Not necessarily a full blur, I suppose. No more than a jet would be a blur. So there are certainly people driving down the road who slow down after you zip past them. They're like, what the fuck was that? And there's just a green-haired young man running at the speed of sound along the highway. Crossing several states. The way the terrain changes as you pass across the country, leaving Nebraska in the few minutes that it takes. The land for a little while does retain this sort of flat, hilly nature to it, but you do eventually, when you start getting closer to the East Coast, or at least the Eastern Seaboard, there's more forests you begin to see. You eventually draw close enough that you can see the Appalachian Mountains in the distance. And eventually, when you start reaching Pennsylvania, you start hitting more mountainous areas. Although being on the highway, you don't necessarily need to go up into the mountains, but you are eventually surrounded by mountains. And then passing up further into the east, the air's getting cooler and all that fun stuff. But, traffic is happening. Not super dense because it's the middle of the day that you're running down these highways. So pretty much everybody who's taking the highways is people who are commuting normally. So there's no rush hour or anything. There is at one point when you're like, at one point, there's more of a like 2 or 3 occasions this happens during the entire trip where you're running and you blitz past a police car and you'll see their lights turn on and they start to pull out and then they pause and they're like, well, obviously you don't know what's going on, but they switch their lights off and don't chase. Yeah. Because even though you're going super fast, they are using scanners. So the scanner picks you up and you're like, holy shit, somebody's speeding really fast. And wait a minute. I can't catch that. So you keep making your way up, and eventually you arrive at your destination in Portland, Maine. Now, you arriving in Portland, you end up having to cross the bridge and make your way onto the peninsula where you have the address for this this office. And here the air smells of the ocean. It's inescapable. You just smell the ocean. You can see that there are ships occasionally coming and going in the harbor, in the Casco Bay, I should say. Some of them fishing ships, some of them other commercial ships. Traffic is relatively light, and it's a little different because, Nebraska, you've lived in Nebraska your entire life. It's entirely landlocked, mostly flat with occasional hills. Like, sure, you were a city boy. You're used to city life, but Portland is a little, I don't want to say exotic, but it's different. It's very different. Air's cool. You got that ocean scent. But there's also this like a much more thorough mix of like old and new. You completed general education. Maine was one of the earlier colonies. So it's one of the original 13. It's kind of, been around since the start. Whereas Nebraska was, a purchase along the line of time. So while both states are old, Maine definitely predates it. And so there's a bit more character there, especially in comparison to Novara, where everything is, fucking new. There's a variety of like shiny, clean hotels, new but rustic looking like pubs and bars and stuff, as well as like a lot of newer looking restaurants. There are a number of very like walking friendly spaces. There are a few streets as you're trying to figure out like how the fuck the addresses work in this town. Like you're trying to navigate with your phone on what streets to take, so you're slowing down and moving at a more human pace, trying to navigate, and you eventually end up on these cobblestone streets, like honest, genuine cobblestone. that has been maintained for centuries at this point. And there are people out and about. A big thing you notice is there's not very many homeless, although you can see from a couple streets over when you're crossing an intersection, there are a few people around, but they're not seem to be bothering anybody. But here on these cobblestone streets, there are you pass a musician who's playing some music, and there are people walking and chatting. Occasional vehicles pass on these cobblestone streets, but this area seems a little bit more walking friendly. And you eventually arrive at this newer looking building, maybe built in the last 15, 20 years, maybe. And it's pretty unassuming. It looks to be about 2 stories, but it's the right address. No company name or anything on it. Heading inside, there is, a doormat inside the door. It says welcome on it. Door chimes as you come in. And so that's like a white-walled hardwood floor space. And there is a counter there with a desk, like a high top, like counter with a desk behind it. And there seems to be some kind of secretary there. And she looks up and goes, "Oh, hello. Is there something I can do for you?"
Hello. Yes. I'm here to pick up a package. It should have been left for Aftermath.
Right. I was told to be expecting you. One moment. She starts typing away at her computer. And it's like, right. One package. Okay. I am allowed to let you go upstairs. And the package is up there. As well as Byron. Because he left a note here. He says there are some special instructions regarding the package. I don't know the details. But he wanted to specifically relay the instructions rather than leave instructions.
All right, I'll just go get my friend then. I'll be back in a second. He's just kind of waiting outside. And I walk outside and I blink to, well, actually call after Ross to see if he'll pick up.
Okay.
Hello, Ross.
Hey, what's up?
Where are you now?
In my bedroom at the moment.
Okay. Can you come to my bedroom? This guy's got specific instructions, so yeah.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right over.
Okay. And I leave one of the containers here, and I blink back to my room.
Sure.
And if I see you there, I'm just like, okay, you ready?
Well, you end up having to wait a few minutes for him to show up, but obviously he does eventually. Although it's a curious thing, Ross, because you head over to his house, and of course the door's not unlocked. You have to knock on the door. To which his dad answers the door. It's like,
no,
Ross.
Oh, I thought we were like going to the room in our tower, but
you said your bedroom. Oh, okay, the tower. All right.
Yeah.
I see. I was thinking of previous episodes where you were talking about your bed, so I was just like, oh, he's going to his bedroom in his house.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, no, understandable. No. The tower.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that's not an issue. You go down the hallway.
Yeah.
Much easier to do.
Yeah.
Moses, I just got the weirdest premonition to talk to your dad for some reason. Maybe you should call him, just see if he's doing all right.
Yeah,
Voice
he's
of
doing
another
all right.
continuum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it later. You ready?
Yeah, let's go pick this up.
And I just tap him, and we blink
Yeah.
back to the.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
You teleport back up there.
Yeah. Okay. So we just go in here and up the stairs, and he'll be there, and you can talk, and I can pretend to understand it, and then I'll be happy.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys head upstairs.
Yeah.
Upstairs, you end up passing into this sort of very quaint hallway. Hardwood floor still. The steps were hardwood all the way up. And as you're kind of entering this place, it almost looks like a remodeled house. The way it's laid out. It's not actually an office building. It's probably being used as some kind of office building now, but it definitely was a house at one point in time. But you do reach a door that is heavier duty than the rest of the doors, and Ross, you can immediately tell by looking at it, it's oh, this is airtight. And you, it's obviously marked as, the place that you want to go. You open the door, it's not locked. You can hear the release of the seal as you open the door. And stepping inside, there is immediate, humid, warm air and a smell of earth. And you're looking around to see a mix of stainless steel tables and cabinets and what you assume to probably be maybe fridges and freezers. But additionally, countless rows of very strange, but also some familiar potted plants. And there are large windows in the ceiling that are skylights that are allowing natural sunlight to come in. So the space is very bright and vibrant, but it's kind of weird to see a sort of greenhouse with this whole stainless steel thing going on. But it's it's a greenhouse in what is looking like it's supposed to be an office building. From out between the rows of plants, there is a gentleman who emerges. He is wearing a lab coat that kind of goes down to his knees, a purple button-up shirt. He has short, curly brown hair, and he is wearing this pair of sunglasses that have they're gold rimmed with purple tinted lenses. And it's pretty easy to tell that this is supposed to be Byron. And he's got his hands in his pockets, and it's oh. He checks his watch.
Hello.
You're 3 minutes late.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wanted to make sure I was actually here to do the pickup. You must be Byron.
I am.
Pleasure to meet you. I'll hold out my hand.
He will shake your hand, although it's very half-hearted.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
We're doing the formality thing. Fine, whatever. Is the vibe you're getting?
Okay. I'll also say, okay, and I'm Moses. I love the glasses, by the way. Where'd you get them?
They were a gift, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for the compliment, though. So come this way. He leads you over to this fridge, and he opens the fridge and he pulls out this glass container that has a lid that has been shut over it. The lid seems to also be glass. And he says, right, so these in this container is the adhesive, and you can see like there is this clear substance that is pooled along the bottom of it. This is a specially treated glass to contain this stuff. It should meet the requirements you need. However, you need to be very careful with this because it will stick to pretty much anything but this glass.
Gotcha.
Like I said, it'll still perform to spec, but until it is properly heated when you go to install it, it is extremely adhesive. Exposure to heat will get it to the correct level of adhesiveness to meet your specific requirements. So, you've got either keep it chilled for transportation, or you have about a 20-minute window to keep this before it begins heating to room temperature and completely fucks it up. So until you're ready to flash heat it, keep it cold. Otherwise, you're just going to ruin the batch and I'll have to make a whole new one.
Understood. Are there going to be any complications with quantum entanglement, quantum tunneling? We teleported here.
There shouldn't be. The biggest thing is
Didn't
just
think
a
there would
temperature
be,
issue.
but yeah, okay, understood.
It has no quantum energies within it or any such thing. So it should be unaffected by the usage of quantum powers as long as you're not, fucking with the material directly. But until you're ready to use it, keep it in this container. If it touches anything, that thing's stuck to whatever forever. Just about. So, be
Impressive.
careful.
Yeah. No, thank you. How did you synthesize something like this?
Well, I ended up modifying a plant that would, well, I'll break it down into simple terms. I took a variety of carnivorous plants, borrowed a variety of their genes, mixed them together, applied some other, let's say, unique genetic cocktails, and then created a plant that would secrete this substance when it believed that there was a potential food source in its trap, and then collected it.
Wow, fascinating. I'm looking around for it as well. Just like, where is this mutant
It's
Venus
not here.
flytree bat? Like, oh, okay.
It's at the other location. This is kind of the public facing, I want to say storefront, but that's not accurate. I don't sell things. This is for when we have potential like investors or want to have meetings or whatever. Pretty much if the suits want to show up or anything like this going on, we meet here at the office. The lab is at a different location. That is where the big stuff is. That monster of a plant, I ended up accelerating its growth. It is currently, its tallest stalks are currently at about 6 feet. And its pitchers can hold about 5.7 liters.
Really?
Yes.
That is massive for a carnivorous plant. That's awesome.
Yes. I don't think it would really survive in a wilderness situation, not without an abundance of food or really big insects or other maybe smaller mammals. Yeah. But it wasn't made for that, so that's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Interesting work you guys do here.
Yeah, it's, all for the betterment of future expansion.
I'm curious how a carnivorous plant would help us expand. Maybe I'm not thinking about it wide enough. I mean, it's very impressive, though. Just thinking about the possibilities.
Carnivorous plants wouldn't necessarily specifically help us expand, no.
It was just for
However,
this, yeah.
plants do create oxygen. Very important.
Very important.
That said, I know that I'm Daedalus League. There is always within the league a vested interest in terraforming, developing biomes, so on and so forth. Obviously, you can see where my expertise sort of lies. And do not confuse me with those butchers, shall we say, with certain political factions. I think this is something you may not know about because it's not exactly super in the public knowledge. So if you want, you could make a... I'll give you the choice between culture or humanities. We'll determine the frame of reference for how you know about this, if you do know.
Interesting. Okay. Sure, I will use culture.
Sure. Okay. The difficulty for this, I will tell you flat out, this is going to be a 4 because it's not widely known.
Okay.
It's definitely a niche political issue
Sure.
that does not get talked about, arguably enough. And then it's an attribute of your choice.
Okay.
Although mental would probably be the most relevant.
Yeah. I was thinking of putting intellect here, so
Good. Yeah.
it's because it's the big one.
You're also a very well-read individual. Damn. All right. Well, you have one leftover success if you want to spend that on anything.
Well, memento in it.
Yeah. Okay. After I just fixed it to 4 like it's supposed to be.
Now it's 5.
Yep. Now it's 5. Okay. So it initially you're like, what is this guy fucking talking about? It's like, oh, he's talking about that. Okay. He's talking about a element of the Nova group known as Green War. You don't know all the details about that organization. You do know that they have been labeled as eco-terrorists. Some people argue over how appropriate eco-terrorist as a term is, because you've done enough research to understand that there is this sort of paradigm around monkey wrenching that essentially the people who do not like people standing up for the environment call them eco-terrorists, although those organizations would not necessarily call themselves eco-terrorists. Well, some might, because some do choose a level of violence while others don't. So eco-terrorism is kind of a vague term, but with Green War, you know that it's not entirely inaccurate. They haven't done anything big in the US as of yet. However, as somebody who's fairly well read, you are aware that they have been active active in other parts of the world. There has been some small stuff they've done in the US, but the actual violence has been active in other parts of the world. You are aware that Green War, while they are politically motivated, they are fractious from your understanding. You're not sure where exactly those dividing lines are, but that's what makes them strange is they're not an organization in the way that Utopia is an organization. They're not that organized. But they're not as like loosely all over the place like the Terrigen. But if you had to compare them to somebody, the Terrigen would be the better framework to understand them by. His comment about butchers, though, you are aware that there are Green War Novas that have been fucking around with biotech. And we're not talking nice, clean, oh, here's this chip that, helps somebody's heart run a little better, right? These are people that are literally like gene modifying, custom designing creatures and plants. But what ones have been encountered have been utterly monstrous and like designed for harm. The one that immediately jumps in your mind is there was a situation in China that came up where essentially a mining company came under attack by a handful of Novas, and they were essentially joined by a group of effectively tigers. That actually, better yet, let me put it this way. How much of a nerd is Ross? How much nerd cred does Ross have?
Yes.
Understandable. From what you understand, these creatures were effectively like real in every horrid sense of the word, real displacer beasts.
That's horrific.
Yeah. Essentially animals that were, except they were made to like look like tigers. Like they were modified off of a tiger's frame and strength and everything, but then given tentacles with, sharp fangs and the ability to actually use quantum power to essentially blink a short distance. There were fatalities, and according to Chinese media, it was resolved. And the Novas responsible were held accountable.
Yeah. Oh my
allegedly.
It was almost my concept for the character before Theta.
Damn. So yeah, that is what you pick up on what he's referring to.
I'll just kind of like slowly bring up a hand, kind of wave that. I mean, hey, you're making big plans, sure. You're not making crazy tiger monstrosities or anything like that. So, kind of different ball leagues,
Yeah. That's definitely a way of putting it. Some say eco-terrorists. I say wasted talent.
Right? Yeah, my goodness. Could you imagine? Ugh.
I could. Anyways, I'm sure you have gadgeteering to get to.
Yeah, don't want to keep this too warm for too long after all. So, appreciate it.
I am hankering for lunch, so I bid you adieu.
See ya.
That said, I would be remiss for one last comment. I understand you're working with Utopia. Sure. However, if you actually want to turn your attention to something purely positive, let me know.
Sure.
The Daedalus League is always looking for talented individuals.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's our business concluded. And he doesn't shoo you out, but
Yeah.
he escorts you out.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And heads out onto the street. Before he enters the street, he takes his lab coat off, leaves it there at the counter, and he starts walking towards the docks.
Just looks towards Moses. Well, I mean, you want to
Yeah.
go back
Yeah.
or okay? Sounds good.
Yeah, let's go. And I just tap him again and we blink.
Cool. All right. So you've got your special adhesive. You show back up at the tower. I'm assuming you immediately put that shit back in the fridge in the tower.
Yes.
I was actually just gonna go finish the project right away.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I have it. Why not?
Understandable. Yeah. So
Oh,
you follow his instructions. You're like right at the step where it needs to be applied, and so you understand like he's talking about flash heating. Like you need to like bring it directly to the temperature you need it at quickly. Doing it slow will not be enough. So you follow the instructions, and apply it, and you do the last steps, and you finish the boots.
Wonderful.
all right. Moses would be like, if you allow him in the room looking at it, almost pestering you, but trying not to pester you, because you know how he-
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just in there with a brush, like one more stroke and done. I think we're good here. We'll just give it a minute to set, to dry, make sure everything is good, and then we can give him a test drive if you want.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let me get these. Start bringing them out, and I'll tell him how to use them. They look flat. Or I guess I could just say this in character. They're flat initially. But whenever you want to activate them, you just step into them. They'll lace around your foot. They'll contort to the shape. You do have to invest a bit of your energy into them in order for them to work.
Okay, no problem. How much?
Otherwise, go crazy. As a rank 3 item, so I think it is 3 quantum points, correct?
That sounds great.
That's 3 for it to activate, or like where? It's a one-time thing, right?
Because it's a gadget that you need to attune to it. Is this quantum tech or is it Nova tech? Like, is this something he's
This QSEC.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So attunement, right?
Do you have any attunement?
I have, I bought it, so for
Right.
that
Okay.
one. So.
Cool. Okay. So you invest 3 quantum points into the device. So your maximum doesn't technically change, but your available quantum is always 3 below maximum, even when you're fully rested. Because you have to keep 3 points worth of quantum inside of this device for it to continue to function. Without quantum energy in it, it does not work.
Okay,
So you can't give this to a baseline. A baseline who tries to put these on, it won't even react to.
Okay, so it's kind of the same thing like the U fiber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like U fiber wouldn't do anything for a baseline because they don't have quantum.
Alrighty. Well, the first thing Moses is gonna do is put them on and run up the wall really fast and see if he falls down once he's upside down on the ceiling.
You run up the wall, you run on the ceiling, you remember that moment where Ross fell off the ceiling while he was taking notes. But you continue to stand there longer than it took for Ross to fall. And you're holding steady. And it feels like wearing normal shoes. This adhesive, you expected it to be super sticky or whatever and have to like fight to lift your foot off of things. But no, it feels like a normal shoe. This adhesive, when it bonded to the bottom of this thing, it almost like soaked into the material, it seems. So it feels very much like walking. There is the slightest amount of resistance, but with the intent to lift your foot, it stops resisting.
Okay. This is phenomenal, man. Like you want to try it for a bit? It's really fun.
No, it's fine. Just make sure you come down eventually. Don't want all the blood rushing to your head, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, the boots don't stop that from happening.
wait. I'm thinking, what can I do now?
We should also go test this on the surface of water because it can also do that.
Oh, right.
Want to maybe
and-
grab the others as well, just while we're here. See if they want to come test the device out as well.
yeah, so I just zap. Yeah, I'll do it right now. And I just zap to their rooms and start knocking. So
All right. Well, Zara and Theta, you were getting rapid Moses knocks at your doors.
come on. You need to see this.
Theta's gonna open the door and like look out. And she's clearly been like day drinking. So you get like that waft of alcohol and she looks down at you.
Do we need to have an intervention?
No?
Okay. Look at this. And I just run up the wall. Like up the ceiling. It works. He
What
finished
works? What? He finished what? Who finished what?
it. Look. And I'm like standing on the ceiling.
So Theta's seen him run up a wall. She didn't see him hang upside down before, but she has seen him parkour his way up a wall.
Okay.
So to her, I think this might just be like she thought he just could do shit like this, and she's just looking at him unimpressed.
I can walk on water now. Let's go to the pool and see.
Okay, I was gonna say because that's not water.
But I couldn't do these before. You know what? It doesn't matter. Just come to the pool.
Okay. I thought you could.
Yeah.
I was. Whatever. Are you grabbing Zara?
Yeah. I'm knocking at Zara's door as well.
I think I heard her come home last night.
Knocking
open
on Zara's door.
She opened the door. What's the emergency?
He finished my boots. I can walk on water now.
You can walk on water? Wow, like
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't think I can do the whole wine thing yet
Aw.
or ever. But yeah,
You can maybe learn.
It's okay. We have the Mississippi
I have to
Queen.
take a note.
we
Yet.
yeah, we do have money for just buying wine, so that's fine. So yeah,
So,
come down and we'll test it out. Yeah.
oh, can I try it too?
Yeah. I think you can. I don't know.
Okay, let's go. Can you carry me?
Sure. I
Hey.
pick her up like on my back and I say, "Hold on," and I run fast towards the
This
pool.
is so
They
much better
just
than
like,
a
oh,
motorcycle.
And there he goes. Okay.
I guess I walk on my own to the pool.
We'll just take the elevator, Theta. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you guys make your way to the pool. And there seems to be some kind of there's like two people that are there in the water, and there is two others that is like One seems to be supervising. Another is like giving instructions, and they've got like a stopwatch in their hand. The two people in the pool are like treading water. One of them, he looks like he is struggling a little bit. The other one, calm, collected, totally fine. The two
After
people that
swimming
are
lessons,
out of
you
the
mean?
water, you actually recognize them as part members of the security team. One is essentially the security team lead. Looks like this seems to be some kind of training, swimming lessons, something going on here. But you guys come in, the team lead, he gives you guys a nod and says, good morning, or checks his own watch. Afternoon, rather.
Are
This
we
is
doing,
Good.
important. Get
are we
out of the
doing
Good.
way.
swimming lessons?
Yeah, we require all security team members to be able to swim. So we have minimum expectations. And these two new guys, they have security experience. They have a lot of experience, actually. However, we found out during their interviews that neither of them know how to swim. And so we're resolving that.
Nobody cares. This is important. Come on, try it.
I literally asked.
Oh, if you guys need the pool,
Oh.
go ahead. Like, the pool, like, we can just have them come over here a little closer to the corner. You guys got,
We don't
as long
need
as you
Yeah.
don't need the entire pool, you're good.
No, it's good. It's good. And I just start walking with Zara still on me, like
Oh my
piggyback,
god.
just walking on the surface.
Yeah, you step on the water, and there's that part of you that is like, my foot's absolutely gonna go through the water. It's gonna go through the water, and you step, and you feel like that partial sink, just a little bit. It's like,
If you ruin
I
my
don't
hair, I
know.
swear to God.
But after it partially sinks that little bit, it doesn't go any further. It's like, okay, next foot, same thing, partially sinks like 1/8 of an inch. Well, fuck you guys,
Whoa.
inches,
Yeah.
but it's a tiny amount.
How would we get it? Yeah.
Yeah, 1/10 of a centimeter, we'll say. There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're standing on water, not sinking. It's weird. You can feel the water is mostly still because it's a pool, but you can feel the subtle shifting of the water underneath you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, you don't need to fight for balance, but you can feel like,
Yeah, it's just awkward.
yeah, like there's that instinct in you, like your muscles are still tense, expecting to fall in at any second, because your every instinct is like, I'm gonna fucking drown, I'm gonna fall in, like it's gonna be all over. But
Okay.
you don't actually have to fight to stay on the water, and you're able to start taking step after step. And yeah, you can walk, you can run, you can move freely across the water surface.
This
Oh,
is
shit.
awesome. Okay.
My
That is
God.
indeed cool.
Moses has upgraded to Jesus. Guys, look at this. This is insane.
Should we change his name then?
Absolutely
Yes.
wild statement, by the way. But
Motivated to Jesus.
I think I could have problems with that.
Do you guys think Jesus could have been like a Nova before there were Novas?
Whoa.
I mean, yeah, why not?
You
Maybe.
all would know about the Church of the Imminent Eschaton. There are people who, considering things that have happened over the last decade, there are people who genuinely believe Jesus was the first Nova.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So it's an entirely valid question. In a world where Novas exist, was Jesus a Nova? Obviously, the Church of Michael Archangel says no.
Yeah.
But the Church of the Imminent Eschaton?
Wait.
Novas are angels and agents of God. And who else would have been the first Nova other than Jesus Christ?
God damn.
They're not as large of a group around here, but you would know that there is actually a little bit of a Church of the Imminent Eschaton presence here in the state. You know, there are some people that live in the city that are members of the Church of the Imminent Eschaton.
Do we know anything? Do we know anything about actual history? Or is it all just guessing at this point? I feel like we're all just guessing shit. And then whoever screams the loudest is right.
I mean,
yes.
maybe.
Interesting.
I mean, well, I mean, they could be right, they could be wrong. Does it matter at this point?
No, I was just thinking.
Are you really having a philosophical debate like he can walk on water? Come on, let me try. Put me down on the ground and let me try.
Okay, good that you said on the ground. And I
Yeah, I
walked
got
back.
you there.
And I kind of, yeah, so I put you down and then I take the boots off and apparently you just stand and they'll, attune to
Yeah.
They
you.
don't even
and
look
you're
that
them.
bad.
So here's the question. Does Zara have attunement?
A what?
Attunement. It's an edge.
No.
Okay. So you try to put the boots on. Like, Moses takes them off. They, release off of his foot. You go to put your feet over them, and they don't automatically clasp around your feet. They don't do
What
anything.
size is this? What is this?
They are adaptable. They should be folding and contouring to your body at the moment, but they're not. Interesting. I mean, I designed them for Moses, but
Too big. I don't
Just
know,
curious.
maybe. So her foot can fit inside them, just nothing happens.
Yeah. You stand on them,
no.
and they just don't do anything.
You're essentially standing on two frisbees at the moment, and that's what they're doing.
Ah, okay.
You need to imagine them being boots or whatever, shoes, something, imagine the high heels, Zara. Imagine them.
Yes. Red bottoms, yes. Come on. Nothing's happening. This shit's broken. She'll go away.
And she's gone.
Okay.
I mean, from the boots.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you stormed out of the room. I was like,
Taylor, you tried them. Maybe you can. Fucking frisbees. What is this bullshit?
I mean, Theta will go over, but she's not going to have
Okay.
any luck either because she does not have attunement.
Okay. First thing, we're definitely calling them frisbee shoes now. Second, okay, then I'll just take them, I guess. Unless,
Do you
Ross,
know-
you sure you don't want to walk on water for a bit?
Try it. I bet it's awesome.
I don't know if I'm able to.
Good,
Not in
because
the
if you
same way.
were able to use the shoes the same way, I might have said that you made sexist shoes.
Sexist.
Well, I gotta make sure to stamp out the bigotry from all my products, so I was gonna try to put the shoes on.
Okay. Naturally, you have Q-Tech, so you don't need attunement. You put them on immediately, snap on. You invest.
Are you
the
kidding
3 quantum.
me?
Sexist shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't make them, so maybe there's something to be said there.
Custom negative tag, sexist. When developing an item with this tag, choose a gender. It only works for that gender.
Go,
The
Will,
other
go. What are you
gender-
waiting for?
I'm just taking notes. I'm like actually writing at the moment as I'm just kind of idly walking out on the water. Just
Right on the water.
interesting.
What a nerd.
I mean, you gotta love him though. You gotta love him. Like
Jump
he
a
can
little
make stuff
bit.
like this.
Theta's watching those guys treading water now. She's watching the guy who was struggling.
Yeah. You guys are watching this, and they're sitting there. The guy with the stopwatch, he's like 60 seconds, and the guy who's struggling, he's like, he is fighting. You can tell by the way he's treading water, like his arms are burning. He is not used to this kind of exercise. Other guy, he's starting to show a little wear, but he's doing okay. But yeah, that guy, especially in the last 30 seconds, the security team lead, he's like, come on, just keep your head above water. 30 more seconds, you can do this. And he's like, I'm trying, boss, I'm trying. And he's like starting to like try to hold his chin up above water. And then they start counting down to 10, 9, 8, 7, and they get to the end. And
Right as they reach
oh,
the
shit,
end,
okay.
Theta's gonna go yell cannonball and jump in the water right next to them.
The two guys on the pool deck laugh, just uncontrollably, completely unexpected. They just start laughing. Both guys come up after like the wave of your cannonball subsides. They come up out of the water. The one dude who is struggling, he's gasping for air, and he's like, "Please tell me that counted, please!" And he starts like reaching for the edge of the pool, and the lead just looks to the guy with the stopwatch, who's just looking at him, and he's like, "Please don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! I can't do another one immediately after that." And then like, she came in at the last second. You're good. He's like, "Oh, thank goodness." They both kind of clamber up out of the pool. All right, we're gonna take a break. Go ahead and towel yourselves off. And the security lead looks at you guys and is like, well, I don't know what you guys are up to, but have fun, I guess.
They're just gonna float around.
We're doing science. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm like
I
upside
don't-
down from the ceiling at this point and still taking
I
notes.
don't know enough whether or not to know if that's a joke or not, so I'm just gonna nod and say cool. Cool.
Same, buddy.
I mean, this man just made boots that can make you walk on water. And ceilings, of course, but
And ceilings.
Well, not to be nosy, but it didn't look like it works for everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Like I said, I
Just
made
men.
these specifically for you, Raj, but I wonder if it attunes only to specific quantum signatures. I don't really know. Warrant some looking into for sure. Maybe if I custom made you to an item, perhaps it would attune to your quantum signature a little bit better.
That would be
Ooh.
cool. I don't know what I would want. Can I have a special? Wait, no. Guns kill people.
I mean, yeah, fires bullets, probably not. Might get you a laser blaster or something, though. I feel like that's a little different.
Lasers.
lasers.
I'm a fire in my laser. Sorry.
I'll come
That
down from the
or,
ceiling
like-
and step out of the boots here.
That or like something to like, I don't know. I punch things sometimes. Like I've been working on martial arts and fighting stuff too.
I mean,
So you want like specialized gauntlets that make you stronger, more adept at combat, or
I'm very indecisive. I don't know. You think of something fun for me and make it. Okay? I trust you. Big brains.
sure, sounds good.
I don't know if you've written this down yet, but if you paint the shoes red, they will be faster. Also, if you do like lightning bolts on them, but the lightning bolts is just a myth, but the red it works. So write it down.
I just look up to you and I like tap my foot on the boots and they turn red with a lightning bolt on them.
Oh my god! Go try it now. You'll see it's faster. You haven't timed it the first time, but it is 0.01% faster for sure.
Wow.
Science.
Yeah, let's test it.
Science, bitch.
all right.
But yeah, I'd have like a megaphone or a microphone so I could be heard better. For sure. With some
All right,
auto-tune
I think I could probably
options.
do that. Some
Doesn't-
auto-tune options. Okay, sure.
Yeah, effects like, you know,
So she can change her voice and stuff. Sound like different people.
reverb and stuff, delay, AA and stuff.
You just want a full audio workstation in your hand.
Oh, that'd be so badass. The performances I could do, Echo would fall on his knees.
Yeah.
I'll take a note and see what I can come up with.
I'm sure you can do it, man. I mean, if you could do this,
That is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely gotta push it a little bit more. Can't come up with, and I need to figure out why they didn't work for you too.
It's just too big, man. You made him too big.
I don't know. I've got pretty big feet.
I don't know. I keep telling you, just imagine like you're one with the boots and they'll be your boots.
I imagined my way into a new power, and I couldn't imagine my way into making the boots work. So I don't think that's it.
Well, maybe the power you learned is bigoted as well. I don't know.
I learned from a guy, so
Okay.
What's that anyway? I mean, Rex is kind of cute. So what are you doing spending all that time together?
we sparred, and he taught me a new power.
You sparred. Okay.
Which really
That was
just
the
turned
kids
into-
calling it this.
It really just turned into me trying to hit him and not succeeding.
That checks out.
Why are you like this?
What, me or her? Ooh.
No, her, not you.
What?
Wait,
Am I missing something?
but
No, you're perfect the way you are, honey.
He's not that cute anyway. I'm still taking notes.
What? Oh my god.
Learning so much about the characters' types this session.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's not that cute? He's really cute. What? What?
He's Rail
he's
Finn. That's ridiculous.
He's an idealist. I don't know if that changes anything for anyone.
You're listening to what he talks about?
He thinks that we can fucking make some sort of weird special Nova society with just Novas in it. But not because he's a supremacist, apparently. Just because, like, we can fuck up the economy and just not have an economy, no capitalism. That's it. No capitalism, Nova Society.
And what about the non-super us?
Yeah, you gotta stay here on Earth, I guess. I don't know.
On Earth.
Well, where else is he gonna make this magical nation with no baselines?
I don't know. I didn't figure like we were talking about deep space or anything. Like,
Well, I'm thinking like a space station. But I guess maybe it could just be like a man-made island in the ocean.
Yeah, we could-
Underwater Nova City.
yeah. Nova Atlantis.
No, that's bad. We don't want Atlantis.
I think we're a long way out from underwater cities of any kind. Maybe someday.
Wait, you could walk underwater with the boots as well, like on the surface but underwater.
Upside
Probably,
down.
yeah.
Oh, like in reverse.
Yeah,
I guess so. I don't know if that'd be beneficial.
Yeah,
but it'd be cool.
I mean, okay. That
Do
would be
it.
very weird. Okay, do it, or I'll do it, whichever you like.
The boots are right here. You can try it if you want to.
All right. Let's do it. So I put them on. I go on the pool, and I'm like, I guess I dive in first, or how do I do this? It's like, yeah, I do. I dive in. I do a flip, and I try to stand while I'm in reverse, like underwater.
So to be clear, you're trying to stand on the water surface from the underside.
Yeah, he's upside down in the water with his feet
Right.
on the surface.
Just making sure I understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. So I'm gonna say, because of the intent of how these were designed, you will them to activate while doing this essentially upside down ceiling walk in the water. And you feel this strange sensation. Have you ever tried to swim down while wearing a life vest?
Yes.
It's somewhat similar in the sense that your feet go from being pressed up against the surface of the water to your feet trying to rotate against your will to stand on top of the surface.
Oh,
And
no.
so you just start getting dragged along as your feet try to adjust. And it gets to the point where it actually starts to hurt a little bit because it is flexing your ankle to the maximum and then flexing your knee, trying to get you to the surface of the water.
Okay.
Oh god, he's drowning.
So I turn it off, and I get back up.
Immediately relaxes.
Zara was clapping and dying with laughter outside.
Okay, so that's weird. Also,
Yeah,
why didn't anyone tell me to take my clothes off before I do this?
Oh, this was perfect. Thank you so much.
What?
I
Man.
don't think
Put that on
we
us.
had to warn you to take your clothes off before jumping in a pool.
I needed this.
I'm focused. I'm focused on this and excited. This is science. Come on.
I guess.
Oh, I got another thing. Wait, who's the strongest among us? I guess you, Tata, right? Or Ross? Who's got the most raw?
I don't know. I don't really have like any super strength, but I'm kind of strong, like naturally.
Okay, because I was thinking I want to try walking like on top of you. You understand? Like you put an arm and I just walk. You know, see if I fall if I walk like Try to stand on
If
your
I'm that
shoulder or
strong.
something.
I'm just gonna here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna brace myself. I'm gonna find a ledge, and I'm gonna lean my arm on that for extra support, and then he can give it a try. If you
I've
break my
already
fucking
thought up
arm,
the description for this episode, and it's gonna be great.
Cirque du Soleil, Nova Mode.
You
Alright.
guys are so fun.
all right, I got my arm ready. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. So basically, I want to try like if you put your arm as high as you can.
Oh,
I just
like that.
yeah. I just try to walk on it like it's a wall. You know.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean,
Yeah. So okay. You go to walk up Theta. First time sentence. Theta does not have any, by her nature, have any mega strength. So
no.
immediately as soon as you start walking up her, Theta, you're having to like brace yourself against his weight. Because what you've discovered is when he is walking up something, the boots aren't only allowing him to stick, they are redirecting his gravity against the surface he is walking on.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So his entire weight is
It's-
now on you as if he was standing on you.
I mean, I figured it would be to some degree.
Yeah.
Zara
But-
will come up to Ross and like shoulder him a bit and say, "Look at this," and play the Jackass theme music while they're looking at them.
Yeah. By the
You-
time he gets up to your arm, you can't hold him up anymore.
Okay.
And you end up falling over, and Moses naturally goes tumbling to the ground with you.
Haha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Not that strong.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe my character would fall gracefully like a cat with mega dexterity 4.
Yeah, probably. Like, realistically, it's only a couple feet that you're falling, so you can't completely reorient yourself to be like, I always land on my feet. However, you are able to gracefully catch yourself with one hand and kind of do like a breakdancer move in a way where you catch yourself, twist, and then push off and land onto your feet.
Okay. Well, that doesn't work. Well, maybe it could work like an. Maybe I can
think
just.
I think it
walk.
worked. I think I'm not that strong.
Yeah, maybe I
Which
can
is
just.
also, thinking about my description of that, blood flow wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, if gravity
Yeah.
was redirecting
Yeah.
it, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's okay.
hypothetically, you could do it indefinitely, although that might
I would
fuck
need
with
to
your
breathe.
vestibular sense, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. So maybe I can do this as like if I'm fighting someone, I just walk over them really fast.
Knock him over.
Oh,
Oh,
that's good.
do like a flying double kick and then just stick to them.
Dude,
These boots are gonna walk all over you. These boots are
Yeah.
made for walking.
Okay. I mean, since they said to develop some new move, but this is gonna be interesting.
You jumped at someone who was against a wall with your legs on like other sides of them, and then you stuck your boots to the wall. Would that make it harder for them to break free?
Curb stomp them.
well, he needs to make contact with the surface
Mm-hmm.
when he's activating.
Right.
Or well, no, I guess it's just while they're activated, anything they touch, it kind of treats as the surface. So the dude would just be the surface.
The
You
dude
wouldn't.
would be the surface.
I mean, you would still have the force of him pushing them against the wall if they're against the wall.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they wouldn't be constantly squeezing, trying to make contact.
no,
with the
no,
wall.
yeah,
Well,
that's fair. So he could just, it would just be it'd be the same thing as sticking to them normally.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, the boots do have like another option as well that you made. Like if you remember, I also said they're gonna be for attack, like the sound stuff.
True.
So basically, it works like if Moses does a kick, the boots have well, they have, I think, ag damage as well, but that doesn't matter. They have like sound as an effect, so like kinetic energy turns into sound, and because of that, it negates some of the defense.
Cool.
That's
For a second, I thought you meant it was gonna muffle the sounds you made or something, but
no, it was gonna make it stronger, I guess.
actually, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Even just for me, some sort of like sound, nulling device because, and she's gonna go invisible.
Oh,
She's gonna
nice.
cloak.
Did you
So she's just like going because, and then she's gone.
wait? Did she
Oh,
Teleport.
teleport
you
where?
should really make an act.
Oh. I mean, Race can teleport, so maybe that's what she learned from him.
Well, great. Then I don't have to be the only one carrying you guys everywhere.
Well, it's interesting because Nova powers are very individual. Rake's teleport is not the most discreet. There's that strange light, especially when he opens portals. His portals are not discreet at all. Granted, at least Ross, you understand the difference between a teleport and a warp. When he does his portals, that's a warp. And then teleporting is different. Teleporting is just moving the self, whereas a warp is affecting space-time by opening doors in between places. Effectively. Regardless of what Rakes does, it stands out. Whatever she did, now granted, it could be that maybe her teleport is just extremely subtle, but there is no flashy effect or anything. She's just gone. Now, it could be a total Goku instant transmission where they just disappear.
Why do you need to make something that nullifies sound if she just vanished?
She's going to
Yes.
jump.
You hear Theta shoes on concrete.
Oh, so are you here, Theta?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
So he'll
wow.
just
As a
blindly start.
disembodied voice.
Yeah, just a disembodied voice.
I'll go to where she last was, like with my hands up.
She's gonna
like
step,
forward.
just out of his reach as he does that.
Oh, okay, because I was about to ask, how tall is Moses again?
Oh my god, he would definitely grab my boobs. No, she steps out of reach. Like, she sees those hands flailing in her direction and she goes, no.
Where are you?
I mean, your hands are aim higher.
Okay, how about this? And I keep one hand up and like, give me a high five.
I'll give him a high five.
Yeah, you feel
Okay.
a Theta hand. You just don't see it.
Okay, this is sick. This is sick.
So this is what you learned, but it doesn't nullify sound, obviously.
Not yet. There was some, like, he did mention that you can train it to do stuff, to do more than just deceive the eye, I guess. He mentioned like infrared and stuff like that. So I don't know if sound is a thing I could teach it to do, so I just thought avoid that altogether and just get you to make me something to dampen sound.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't think it would be that difficult, actually.
Because like he could still track me after he taught me, but he apparently can sense quantum energy to some degree.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so if you guys just want to imagine someone who can turn invisible, sense quantum energy, and was so decent at fighting I couldn't even land a hit on him.
And
That's
also
pretty
kind of
cuteness aside, that's not what I'm trying to talk about here.
yeah, anything but.
I'm taking note.
All
Oh
right.
my
Okay. So we're definitely getting Zara a date with him, but other than that, we're not gonna fight him.
Yeah. Well, we also know he has that phasing thing. Did we all know that, or did just I know that?
Well, now we all know that.
No.
What do you mean? Like walk through walls and stuff? Well, but
Hey, maybe.
We didn't know that. Though I guess it would maybe explain him just showing up in the van.
I'm like 90% sure it was at the club when I found that out.
No, I say I was busy.
Okay. Right. And I didn't tell you guys after that.
okay.
He can
Well, I
like
mean-
phase parts of him through people.
Okay. Hmm.
That's not horrifying at all. No.
That is
That was how they said he killed the Confederate. Really? Did I not tell you guys any of this?
No, not at all.
He,
okay.
like,
This
Not
phased
that
his
you needed
hand
to, but yeah, no, you didn't
through
say
his
anything.
chest.
Really?
That's the rumor.
Oh,
I didn't
damn.
get that
Kinda-
straight from Rakes, but like, that's the rumor.
I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't the wood chip around, actually.
Also, I'm still convinced he has some sort of weird spy power that lets him listen to stuff through electronics. I'm never gonna let that go. I'm
Mm.
convinced. He's too omnipotent.
Oh, I see.
Unless he's
Sorry,
just
Rex.
been invisible stalking us all, like
the
24/7.
whole time. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to point this out for Ross. Theta probably got the terms confused, but Ross, you're like, that's not what she means omniscient. But it's
Yeah.
like
Omnipotent is something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's fine. That makes sense for Theta.
Yeah,
It makes
exactly. I just couldn't help
So-
myself.
If you just take that one-on-one time to seduce him, we won't be thinking about the strategy.
Wait, me seduce him? I thought you were the one that wanted to go on a date.
It doesn't really matter, just that he's on our side.
I mean, he kind of is on our side already, though.
So why are we talking about this?
You keep bringing up how cute he is. You're the one who keeps saying this.
Well, I
I'm
can't
so
help
cute.
it. And that
Okay.
lady, she's way cuter than him. That plant lady, oh God,
Oh,
whenever I
yeah.
think about her.
What's her name? Belladonna?
Yeah,
Belladonna.
Belladonna.
Yeah, Bella. Yeah, Bella never called me back. That's not
What?
good.
You called you back?
Well, I left her my number. I mean,
Well, yeah.
what do you mean? Well, yeah.
Oh, nothing.
What is happening right now?
Science, apparently.
I'm not familiar with this kind of. Actually, you know what? I'm not
Me
familiar with
neither.
any science, so I shouldn't really say
Yeah.
that.
Love science.
All right.
So yeah, this thing with Gilder is coming up, and I don't know. Is there like anything that I should say in particular, like related to anything? I mean, I'm sure we'll have like a chance to.
Well, I mean, in the lead up to it, we were kind of talking about you promoting, like donating to the charity and stuff through your socials, because we were hoping that if we get eyes on you, those assholes who try to shoot up your school might, you know, want to make a second appearance because they basically created their worst nightmare through this whole thing.
Yeah, I've been promoting that, and my followers have been sharing it around as well and reposting it. So, but when we get there, like, we
Yeah,
don't.
I don't know. I don't know about speeches there. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to make a speech, if we're even gonna have like time to make a speech. Did anyone tell you about what we decided we're gonna wear? Did you choose your outfit already? Because we made a plan.
Oh, this should be interesting. What did you think?
Okay, so we looked into what it means to dress formal, and we're gonna break the rules ever so lightly because it was like, ooh, black or navy suits for the guys, and that's like boring. So we're gonna go with the Utopia blue for the suits, a white shirt, or maybe a black shirt. Haven't decided the shirt, and a yellow tie to match the Utopia colors.
Like all three of you?
Yeah, probably. And then we figured you'd be in like a blue dress or something with like a little yellow scarf on your neck or yellow shoes or something.
Ugh, that sounds abysmal.
It's horrible.
That's a fashion no.
This is
I
why
don't
we design
know.
the team logo without you.
Wait,
I
since
don't
when
know
is
if I can do that.
blue and yellow is a fashion no-no? Since when?
Those
Dude,
are
I
like
looked it up.
primary colors. You don't wear two primary colors. You just choose one and then like layer it.
What do
I
you
can do
mean?
blue. I can do blue. Maybe like have a maybe like yoy. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, I know what you can do. You can have blue and then color your hair to blonde or to yellow to the, you know?
Yeah, well,
Hold
my
on.
hair is a partially blonde, so yeah, I'll just do like blue and then some gold jewelry. That's the best I can do. I
I
have a
am
name
going to
too.
find the Google images on Theta's phone.
Oh, you
What?
had to Google it? You're taking fashion advice from Google?
No,
Oh my
no, I
God.
was looking at pictures on Google of our idea to see if it looked good, and I thought it looked good.
Well, there you go.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
show you.
I really shouldn't miss out on being here. So much terrible things can happen, apparently. But okay, I mean, you three in that kind of gear, that's good. That's good. You'll be like
It
a
looks
band.
nice! And she's gonna show the picture I just shared.
Yeah, yellow's not a
picture.
primary color.
Yellow's a primary color.
Primary colors are RGB. Red, green, blue.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Yeah.
No, not an art.
Yeah.
Too
Oh my-
gamer brain.
Exactly,
Whoa.
dude.
Ugh.
That's not.
You made
that's
us
not
all
bad.
rich. Oh my god.
Like, if you had gone for the cyan magenta, like, aspect of it, I would have been like, okay, whatever. But what? Green?
Who's that? Don't
I
listen to
should have.
them.
I was thinking about that after I was thinking about making the joke. I was like, what if I do the CMYK like just full printer brained? But no. I was like,
CYK is great.
oh, it's RGB. That's why my computer is RGB. That's the primary colors.
Okay, I'll do a blue
Very good.
and the scarf. Okay,
Told
just
you
this
it's
once.
cute. And we'll be
Just
all
this
matchy.
once.
Great.
Next time, please contact me. Like for these kinds of matters, you can call me, whatever the time of the night it is. But okay, for now, let's do it like this.
I also forgot I was going to try and draw the logo. So I'm going to doodle while we do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's settled then.
You guys also
Wait,
need a
Yeah.
team name.
can
For
we
what?
can we reconfigure like the attunement on sorry, the U fiber clothing we're wearing to match that, or do we have to buy that, or
Theta has to buy it because she has hers all configured already.
Yeah,
Okay.
once it's set, it's set. Like I
Okay.
could, if you want to make a wealth investment for the month to get another U-fiber suit with another set of configurations that matches the rating you have, I won't make you spend XP. You'll just have a different suit with a different set of configurations at the
Ah.
same rating and
No,
same
no, I'll-
configuration.
we just buy the suit. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Because that would
I just want-
absolutely be a fucking wealth investment to get another U5 suit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Zara, what would
Moses,
you say symbolizes you and your power?
Like a megaphone, a note, a microphone. I don't know. A note? That's good. But yeah, I mean, I for once wanted to talk about something serious, and yet here you are turning it into fashion. So I applaud you for that. We're on the same page now. But if they come up to me and ask me to say anything, I will just smile and laugh. I don't know.
Well, I don't. I'm actually now you've made me ashamed of myself, so that's fun.
No, you need to talk about fashion. I mean, God knows you need it, so I'm proud of you, girl.
God knows you need it. Okay, okay.
You're really good
Didn't
at
I
that.
invite you to like come to my room and we can like hook up some nice outfits for you so you don't have to always be in the same thing?
I mean, I don't think you implicitly said that, but also I won't fit in any of your clothes.
Well, we can just, look, match stuff, see what you like, and then go buy it.
I guess.
Yeah, you'll feel good. And we'll drink some margaritas or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Okay.
So
I'm not
I guess
against hanging out, sorry. It's been a while since I've had like, a girl time. So a little daunting.
yeah, you need it. Look at them making shoes together. We should do something together as well.
Apparently a wardrobe.
Yeah, that we need that. It's essential if we are gonna keep up appearances.
Okay, all right. Sure. Why don't you guys go do that? I'm going to start drafting some ideas. I also need to make a force field, I think,
Did you
if we're
just
going to be letting people out.
let's-
So
Okay, well, I guess we're getting shooed away, so let's
no,
go
I mean,
to
we're all
that.
going to the same spot. It's just, you said girl time, so I'm going to go that way.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't think it was happening right now, but okay. All right, girl time right now.
Right now.
Okay. So you guys break off to go have some either introspection over fashion or the development of quantum technologies, the likes of which humanity has only dreamt of. And time passes. in a few days, Theta, you are told there will soon be movement on your request.
Yeah.
Although they're still a few days out, but they will let you know when the meeting with the team will be done. And you will go out and take care of that.
All right.
Meanwhile, things progress. You get ready, you finalize outfits. There is some essentially requests to see if there are any special statements any of you would like to make. Theta, I don't have a name for her yet because one of the things I forgot to do. But your PR person that handles all of your social media for you. She comes to you and asks, so is there any kind of statement or anything you want to make about the charity gala at all?
What was the charity for again?
So it had to do with raising money for the victims of mass shootings.
Right. I mean, obviously with my team members being related to it all, like if you can tie that into it and how against it I would be.
Okay.
And that we're
Sure.
lucky that the rest of them erupted when they did and lessened the casualties.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Would you like it short and sweet and to the point, or would you prefer it a
Yes.
little more? Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can take
Don't
that.
make me too flowery.
Gotcha. All right. Can do. And she just goes off to her office. The time draws near. The official invitations are emailed to you guys about 3 days prior to the event. As you're like going through the process, you do find out, like, normally speaking, you have to pay a large sum to attend in the first place. And then you are expected to donate on top of paying to attend.
Rich people.
However, you guys have been explicitly invited by Gilder. You do not have to pay to attend. That said, Bryce is also on the list to be attending, along with a +1. And he does tell you guys to, if you want to donate, you can. However, Utopia is already donating, so technically you guys in this circumstance would already be covered by that. But naturally, if you want to throw some more in, you absolutely can. That is your choice. I don't want you guys to feel pressured.
What would be an acceptable amount to donate? Because I'm sure there's like a minimum.
Considering the high profile that will be attending this, a minimum of, considering your station and such, like a minimum of $10,000 would be expected. However, I will say, considering the people that will be there, we will probably see more than that from pretty much everybody else. This charity will probably raise ballpark maybe approaching $1 million or more.
Okay. Well, I don't think I've got the money for that, so I'm going to just let the Utopia donation carry for me this time around.
No, that's entirely fine. It's your choice. No judgment. You guys get a paycheck just as much as I get a paycheck. I get it. Cool. Well, in that case, if there's nothing else, we will proceed to the momentous occasion.
Okay.
So, eventually, inevitably, March 31st, a Friday, arrives. It's a relatively cool evening, clear skies, air's dry. And it's not freezing, but it is cool. You guys arrive at the venue. You are picked up from the tower in a limousine. And you take the limousine to the location of the gala. There is essentially a hotel venue that is sort of designed for doing like concerts and other big events like this, that has been rented out. The space is largely separate of like the lobby and like hotel restaurant and all that, so that there's not through traffic of people staying at the hotel passing through or by the event. There is security there, plenty of security, more security than the tower has. Because as you would know, there's a lot of baselines in attendance, a lot of wealthy baselines in attendance. You guys making your way in. Obviously, there's press. They're there. As you guys are walking, a lot of these people, these are not people here to interview you. These are people here to just take pictures and to hopefully get just really good pictures of you guys and to kind of report on the event, even though they're not going to be allowed inside. You were kind of informed ahead of time. The press would be present, but they would not be allowed inside the event because Gilder does not want them being annoying, to put it in kind words. So while you guys get out of the limo, you guys are out first before Bryce's and his +1. Stupid of me. Before we get to the venue, getting into limbo, Bryce and his +1 is there. His +1 is a Latino woman. She nice tan skin, moderate frame. Like, she's not super tall, not really short either, but she's definitely above average height for a woman. She's up a little shorter than Bryce, just a little bit. And she's wearing a nice dress. Nothing too flashy, but also nothing muted either. It's a nice silky black. She's wearing nice heels. She has some silver jewelry on. Ladies, you immediately pick up on the fact that she is wearing an engagement ring.
Okay. I was just gonna ask something real quick. Was there a thing for, I don't remember seeing it in character creation, but for languages? Like an edge or something? Or do we just get to choose what languages we know?
So the funny thing about that is Polyglot was not introduced until Adventure, which was the third, technically fourth book in the Trinity Continuum series of books to come out. Language in the books up until that point was essentially handled as you have what languages it makes sense for you to have.
Okay.
Yeah. So naturally, obviously, everybody would speak English. If you want to be bilingual, you can. Quite frankly, nobody has really established any sort of backstory to really like rationalize being a polyglot, truly.
Yeah. I mean, Theta does have a reason to know Spanish, but
okay. Like, that would be fine. So if you want to know some Spanish, you can.
Okay.
But she's beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna, oversell you on just how gorgeous she is. Like, she's a beautiful woman. And as you guys get in, Bryce sees your outfits. He's like, "You guys look great. Do you Utopia colors is a little bit out of what they were expecting, but I don't think anybody will complain. I think it's a cool idea. Also, since I know you all are like on direct deposit and stuff, you might have seen her name in the emails, but this is my fiance, Irina. She smiles and nods and says hi and offers to shake your hands. She in a kind of soft voice is just like, yeah, I work in payroll. I'm not a head of payroll, but I'm just one of the people working the desks in there. It was actually nice to get to come to the tower because beforehand we worked out of separate offices. It was kind of a pain in the ass.
I bet.
Great. I mean, and congratulations for, being engaged. I didn't know, so good for that.
Oh, yeah, Bryce nods. We try to keep it, not necessarily on the down low. It's not a secret or anything, but we've been advised by HR to try to keep it as professional as possible at work. There's not a conflict of interest considering how different our jobs are. I'm not directly her boss, even though I'm technically above her, but part of a different department and everything, and she technically answers to different people and all that. But HR is still we need to be aware of how we're presenting and everything. So I don't really advertise it, but it's yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
congratulations and all of that. That's what you
Thank you.
normally say for that, right? Yes, congratulations. We're good.
Yeah. I think that's the social thing we're expected to do is just congratulate people.
Sorry, I don't know many people who've gotten engaged.
Yeah. Well, so as far as I know, and the limo started driving at this point, and it's a very smooth ride. They got professional fucking driver here who is doing the full limousine stops and everything. You don't know what that is. That's essentially stopping so gently you barely even notice. But yeah, and he Bryce is like, so I don't know exactly everybody who's going to be in attendance, but I have seen some of the people who are going to be attending. The entire city council is going to be there, as well as a bunch of business people, a lot of representatives and from corporations, as well as some CEOs. It's going to be a mixed bag of people, but it's all going to be, upper class, rich folks. So just
Fair enough.
be aware of that, but breathe easy. We're not going to have to deal with the media. It should be, all things considered, it should be an easy evening. Normally, these kinds of things, people aren't necessarily trying to get one over. There is certainly some politicking that happens at these sort of things, but people are generally coming to these with the intent to make connections and make friends. So if any goal is to be had tonight, it's just to relax, try to enjoy yourself, and if possible, make some friends. Definitely try not to piss anybody off, because networking is everything.
Oh God, okay. Don't piss off the rich people.
Yeah, please try not to.
I just,
Yeah, I no offense, Theta, but if it was up to me, I would have like just told you maybe just stay home. But
Yep.
Gilder kind of has us, in a vice.
Okay,
with the
sure.
agreement and everything. So
Rude, don't you think?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude. I understand Theta does not like socializing on the grand scale like this.
Theta doesn't like rich people.
Part of my job is making sure you guys' skills are utilized in the appropriate spheres, and this kind of thing is not really Theta's ball, which is understandable. I blend in with these people well enough, but I'd rather be somewhere else tonight, I'm going to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't take offense to the I wouldn't have had you come thing. Like, that makes sense to me. I probably wouldn't have normally sent myself to this thing either.
Yeah.
But here we are in these outfits.
I'm going to give you guys a moment to talk to yourselves. I need to step away for like just a brief minute.
Gotcha.
So, what kind of connections are we looking for tonight?
It's a wonderful question. I don't know myself. This is more like Czar's sphere of things. So
we we go in and you just like it's a party, but I don't know, more like a house party with people. You just go to people, greet them, be polite, ask, what they want, what they like, what to do, just, well, more formal than that, because, look at what we're wearing. But, other than that, that's kind of what we do. I've been to like a few of these things back when my dad was still a racer. Was easier then, because, I was like
Your dad was a
7 or
what?
8. A racer, like a driver, like a professional, racer.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I don't know why, but okay.
Okay. I wonder if there will be some people from other teams, like we are a team. That'd be nice to meet.
Maybe, but there's not really any other Novas here. Like, we're kind of the special permission, right? To be here.
I doubt that Gilder wants more than us representing Utopia, and I don't imagine any Tarot's attending, so yeah, kind of slim. Maybe the two that showed up to the event, Dark Velocity and Slow Burn, they might be here because they
Slow Burn.
put a stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there'll be more questions for us then.
Are there any kind of connections you two want to make specifically? I mean, it's going to be some influential people here. You could potentially grow your brand a bit.
I don't know if the sort of people who work for rehab, like, celebrity rehab type of deal situations come along, but I still need to find a place to put my mom when we get her. So, depending on what kind of charities are there, maybe something like that.
I mean, it is really, like you said, a charity event to go towards.
So, it's for gun violence, but...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It might be a bit of a touchy subject from some, but I think among the people who are rich, you are going to find plenty of people who've been to, private rehab centers.
I don't really want to, like, ask somebody which rehab centers they went to, because that feels like I'm going to be opening a can of worms. No, I mean, like, if there's because again, it's going to be a bunch of businesses and stuff like that there. So if there's a business that kind of deals with that sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Okay.
Yeah. I just
let's just get it over with.
Should
I thought you were excited for this. That sounded very not
You
excited.
should be. Yeah. Why aren't you excited?
I am excited, but I'm getting tense. All of this waiting. What are we doing talking here? Let's go in first. I'll go
We're
in
in a
first.
limousine. What? Okay.
We're on the way.
I thought we are in front.
No. We're in a car on the way until
Wait,
Zach gets back
yeah,
from doing whatever he's
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, you're back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Yeah, as you guys are riding, you're having that conversation. Bryce chimes in. It's interesting you bring that up. So we were actually so part of the original plan was actually for Pax to show up and to give a speech, but he can't make it. I don't know why, but
Wait, you
I
mean
don't manage that
Cestus
team.
Pax was supposed to show up?
Yeah, he was supposed to
Really?
give the speech tonight, but
Oh, cool.
if the itinerary I received is still correct, Gilder will be the one delivering the speech tonight. It's PAX. His speeches are popular, so. But
one at least every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
So
we
he's gonna
expecting
say something.
Doc Velocity or Slowburn to show up? Because they weren't
No.
involved.
No, they won't be attending tonight. However, they have put in some donations themselves, from what I've been told. There will be a
Understandable.
segment at the charity where you'll be able to see people's donations. So I do know they'll be donating. They'll just be doing so remotely.
There is a very visible expression of disappointment when Raj finds out that Slowburn's not gonna be there.
You'll get your chance, pal.
One day.
One day. Eventually the limo arrives. As I mentioned earlier, there is a media presence. There's essentially a red carpet that is roped off, so you guys start getting out of the vehicle before Bryce and Irina.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately there are people snapping photos of you guys getting out, as well as starting to walk down this carpet. Some of them call for your attention and be like, Aftermath, look over here, or Theta over here, please. And just going one by one through all of you, asking you to like turn, smile, do this, do that, strike a pose, like, give us a good one for the such and such paper, like all that shit of just bombarding you guys. And it's like suddenly this 20 feet to the front door feels like a fucking mile, because you're stopping every half step for people to take photos, and eventually it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I need to go in.
Zara enjoys every second of it.
Yeah, Moses as well. Moses
Just
walking very
Zara
slow, doing
voguing.
poses. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I'll just be behind you while you're doing that.
Theta's doing the stoic thing. Mysterious, stoic superhero thing.
Yeah.
Before
So-
they exited the limo,
Yeah.
though, Zara would have said, "There's just one rule: try not to impress Gilder."
I think that, yeah, goes without saying.
Try not to impress him?
Yeah, just roll with it.
Oh, you're not. Well, I'll explain later.
Yeah.
Right.
This feels like
Right.
information I should have been given before here, but okay.
It's slang. You're fine.
Hey, why the fuck is this not working?
I don't know.
And maybe Zara would have done actually before like a live stream to raise donations as well, of just her playing guitar or something, making music.
Okay. To just get tokens on the board. There we go. Finally. Had to refresh the page. Don't you just love Roll 20? Uh-huh. Okay.
It's
So
flawless.
yeah, you guys come into the venue. We're gonna put this second over here. You walk your way through. The venue obviously has security. Security
is.
checks your invitations.
Yeah.
You gotta have the emails ready with a QR code that they scan and they like confirm you are who you say you are and all that stuff. And then you guys are allowed in.
So like I know there's like really good security and everything, but Theta still clocks all the exits and everything like that, or potentials
course.
for exit.
Right. Naturally.
Yep, just how she is.
So you guys head inside and there is already a lot of people here. You don't think it's everybody's supposed to be in attendance yet, but some about half, approaching 3/4 of the people are here. So you guys are not fashionably late, but you're definitely not early.
Okay.
You're on time. There are a number of people standing around and chatting. You can see Gilder very quickly. Kind of a standout guy. Pretty easy to identify him in a crowd. As well as a variety of faces you've never seen before. Some of the faces you might recognize as city council members, depending on how dialed into local politics you are.
Not at all.
Decide for you. Well, obviously, Theta, you've been here for only a couple months and haven't shown any inclination to care about that stuff yet. So I'm assuming you don't know. But for everybody
Not
else,
at all.
it'll be up to you on how dialed in you are to the local politics, or unless you want to leave it up to rolls for how dialed in you are. But there are 5 members of the city council. They are all present here. And they are, at the moment, scattered throughout this gala. There is some live music being played by a small band. They, at the moment, are playing a pretty light piece using some like violin music along with some flutes and a few other things. It's pretty easygoing, smooth sound. There is naturally a rather large table for refreshments. There's a clearly marked set of bathrooms, and there is a stage with a podium set up as well as a microphone and stuff like that.
Interesting.
There does seem to be, like, looking around, a select few people that do have photo cameras as well as video cameras. They do have like badges on that say media, but they're not talking to anybody. They're just observing. Bryce kind of sidles up to you guys and quietly says, okay, so not exactly no media. It looks like they are just here to document those. So if they start asking you questions, you don't have to answer anything. But they probably won't. They're probably just here to take photos and record key moments. They're probably here by Gilder's specific request. So they shouldn't be up to anything nefarious. So I wouldn't sweat their presence too much. Just obviously be mindful of what you say around them because, well, slips sink ships.
Theta's gonna like lower her voice and like kind of like glance around her real quick to make sure no one's too close. And she's gonna go, which faces here should I avoid?
I don't know if there's anybody particular you should avoid per se. However, if I were to make a recommendation to be a little cautious around, he begins sweeping his gaze across the place, and he eventually settles on one gentleman. Hang on, I have to double check his description. Where he's eat. My notes are a little dense for this stuff, so it's taking me a moment to please hold. Points to a gentleman, about middle-aged, white man. You'd guess maybe late 40s, maybe pushing mid 50s at most. You had to guess. But he's white male. He's kind of stocky build. His suit looks tailored. And he's got a little bit of a tan going on. And he already has like a drink in hand in a tumbler. Looks to be some kind of maybe a whiskey, perhaps.
Okay.
And he seems to be talking with a couple other people that you don't recognize, obviously. Bryce points to him and says, that is Counselor Richard Hale. Everybody kind of calls him Rick, though. He's not a bad guy, just there is mixed opinions around him at the moment. So it wouldn't be terrible to talk to him. Just I would avoid looking necessarily chummy with him. We need to wait and see politically how things shake out. There is some rumors going on regarding how, shall we say, how much foresight he has into the future of the city and purchasing land. He's either really good at it or
Something's
too
going on.
good at it, if you catch my drift.
Cool. I was actually more asking in terms of like who is going to be the most likely to get upset if I misspeak, not properly, etiquette wise.
I'm gonna be frank. You guys are Novas,
I
not
can get away with it.
wielding high class etiquette. You can get away with to a degree, as long
Okay.
as you are not openly insulting people or anything like that. You'll probably be okay. Just
It's okay, Data. It's not like you're
Just try
speaking
your
to
best.
your elders.
yeah, just try your best.
Don't worry about it.
Speaking to my elders, what do you mean?
You know how you're supposed to be extra careful when you talk to your elders. But anyway, never mind. You'll do fine, girl. Come on, relax. Let's get some drinks in hand, shall we?
Okay.
There is one other person I would be not cautious for offending, but just be cautious of how friendly you get with them, because it might influence what people might think of you. And where are they? He's looking around. It's like they always show up early to these kinds of things. He's kind of scanning the place, looking. And he finally manages to point out there is this there's this lady. She looks kind of similar to Liam in that she looks a little mixed. Some kind of Asian, maybe a mix of a couple things. You're not really sure. There's definitely Asian influence there, but you can't exactly place what her ethnicity entirely is.
Okay.
But she's attractive, although short. Not saying short people aren't attractive, just she's not the oh yes, super old, 6'2", like no. She's like 5'3", but attractive.
Damn.
He once again still in a quiet voice, like that is Dr. Lena Chow. She is the COO of Aegis Vector Solutions. They are I'm gonna be blunt, they're in competition with DeVries a lot of the time. They're a Nova security agency. And he points out, notice how at the right angle her eyes kind of glimmer a little bit, and how she seems to be favoring one leg over the other. Rumor has it she is using cybernetic augmentations her company has developed. Additionally, the meat stick beside her, to which there is a jacked dude right next to her. He is in a suit and everything. But the dude is big. And it's like, that guy, he is an elite. If you're gonna talk to them, my advice would be professional arm's length.
Okay.
Be polite, be nice, small talk if you have to, move on. The meat stick is, funnily enough, that's Ross Mulligan, aka Rampart. He's not as bad as some of them are, you know, but he's got a rap sheet. Like he's done some serious work.
Got it.
He's been overseas in a lot of different areas. He cut his teeth in the Equatorial Wars. From what I understand, dude's bulletproof. He is also very strong. He's not somebody you want to get in a tangle with if you can hit.
Okay. Do people call me a meat stick?
No.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't recommend going onto like the forums or anything. I've been briefed on stuff people say about you guys online, and you know what? This isn't the time or place. If we want to have that conversation, we can have it later.
Say about me online?
Don't worry about it, Theta. It's nothing
Okay.
bad.
It's bad.
We'll talk about it later.
No.
We'll talk about it later.
It's just
Okay.
trolls. It's trolls, right?
No. Well, maybe, but probably not.
This is not the time nor the place. Let's just focus. Let's focus. We're here right now, okay? You guys look
Okay.
great. Don't stress. It's gonna be fine. When in doubt, polite professionalism, light small talk. Most of these people honestly don't give a fuck about you guys other than looking good next to you, okay? So just operate on that assumption, you'll be okay.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't give a
drink it
fuck.
is.
We're the number one hot new Nova team. I
Exactly.
mean, if anything, they should talk to us.
You know what? You're right. They should. They should be lucky to be in your presence.
Yeah.
But this is a
Okay.
big pond. At the moment, we are little fish because we just came into the pond. So play the role for now. But we are just as much a powerhouse as they are. So don't let anybody walk over you. Not that I think it's going to be an issue. Just stand tall.
We need to do it.
Chest out.
We need to do it job to prove ourselves.
Yeah, you'll get your chance soon. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
But for now, we just got to prove ourselves on this court. All
All right.
I'm not going to look like I am babysitting you guys tonight. So I'm going to give you space. I'm going to give you room to go about, do what you like. If you need me, you can find me around. But I think Irina and I are going to avail ourselves of refreshments. And she's like, oh, please. I know I'm going to need one through tonight. All right.
Okay.
Try to enjoy yourselves. And the two of them walk off arm in arm.
Theta's going to turn real quickly to Ross and be like, I thought of a new invention you could do.
Okay.
We need some sort of discrete communication device between team members.
Already on it.
Beautiful.
In fact, that should be done here soon.
Nice.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
We should, I think, go express our gratitude to the host, right? Go talk to Gilder.
Oh, okay.
Just follow me.
Will do. Can I get a drink first?
Yeah, let's get some Chardonnay. You ever had that?
Chardonnay.
Probably not.
So there is like the refreshments table, which is a bunch of like not messy, like finger food type stuff. Cheese and crackers, shrimp cocktails, stuff like that.
Theta's absolutely grabbing a
but-
cocktail.
Further down, next to like the refreshments, because there is also like water and stuff like that. There is an actual like bar that has been set up, and it is being manned by two people. Man and a woman. They're dressed in nice like vest and tie and slacks, whole thing, and they're super professional. They seem to be controlling the hard liquor. And so you can go up and there's no menu that they give you, but whatever you ask for, they provide.
I guess she's getting a Chardonnay with Ross.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know who else is getting a Chardonnay.
Sure, let's get
Or
it.
what they're getting.
Yeah, it's fine. Chardonnay. Starting with that.
Yeah, sure.
What?
You have some.
Fancy.
Yeah,
Theta's
some
like
Chardonnay.
gonna get it. She says, "Oh, is this like a wine?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
you have a little bit. It's rather nice. I'm not a wine snob, so I do not know how to like artfully describe what this is, other than being like, it's had plenty of time to breathe. It's a good year, and it's got a
It's
hint
got
of
notes
snootiness with
Peach and
notes of your favorite kind of wood. I don't know.
it's perfect. It's a perfumey blend.
Has buttery and
it-
creamy notes.
I had somebody try to talk to me about how she went to this vineyard or whatever and did this whole wine tasting and everything, and I had to fight the urge to be like, I fucking hate wine snobs. Just like,
It's all great.
hey,
juice.
we get it. You don't have any other hobbies. All right. Fucking Christ.
Wow.
Look, like what you like, but
I got one.
the only way you can bore me more is talking about golf.
The flavor is often crisp with high acidity and flavors of green apple, citrus, and some notes of minerals.
Oh, notes of minerals.
It
Just
doesn't specify what
general
minerals. Just
Yeah.
says notes of minerals.
It's like it smells like iron. What did you put in it?
Just deflate,
crazy.
just really deflate them and be like, I really like Jack and Coke.
Right?
No,
I got any gin? Just straight
there
up.
you go. Yeah, dude.
Straight up.
I only drink Everclear.
It's served between 10 to 13 degrees Celsius.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
Splendid.
Enough of that.
It's good well with seafood, poultry, and creamy sauces.
Good grief. All right. So, you guys enjoy your Chardonnay. It is good. It's very nice. If your character's a wine person, it does taste very good. If you're not a wine person, well, it tastes like fucking wine to you. So,
Tastes like in wine.
it's like me with beer. But, oh, try this one. Yep, that tastes like beer. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
even drink beer, so
No.
I don't like that yeasty taste, but yeah.
No. Yeah. So you guys get some drinks. You eventually make your way over to Gilder, who he's talking to some people obviously you don't recognize, but as you guys approach, he holds up a hand. They stop talking, and he says, "We can continue this later." And they go about to go talk to other people. He turns his attention to you.
Mr. Gilder, what a
evening.
pleasure.
The pleasure is, well, mine that you could be in attendance this evening.
Thank you for having us. This is an important cause.
The outfits are fashionably out of dress code.
Well,
His
love
you
it.
think so?
blank, unmoving face. You're not entirely sure if that is a compliment, a criticism, or a backhanded compliment, or his attempt at being funny.
You look quite
Whoa.
dapper yourself.
He nods. He's wearing the same thing he always wears. It is that same deep black suit that looks borderline two-dimensional because it is so black. And nothing else. No undershirt, just the suit and slacks and dress shoes, all in that same black. It's like, I always aim to impress.
Yeah, that's visible.
Yeah.
So, the evening should be a quiet one. I don't have any wicked surprises for you. As I said, I only wanted your presence here. However, there are certainly some people here that are interested in speaking with you. So I would suggest making the rounds, if you will. Otherwise, enjoy the venue, enjoy the food, enjoy the drink.
Would you mind? I saw you have a nice band playing over there. Would it be possible for me to do a song?
Yeah, he pauses to think on that. Perhaps another time when we can plan for that.
Okay, well, keep me in mind.
I do want to add a quick reminder when it comes to this stuff. I know sometimes I prompt you guys to make rolls to pick up on little details. When we're getting into this more intrigue stuff,
We got to do it
Up
ourselves.
to you guys to decide when you want to try to pick up if somebody's bullshitting you, if they have some kind of hidden intent. Like, this kind of always applies. Like, if you ever feel like you have reason to doubt an NPC or want to question their motives or whatever, you can always call for a roll. You always have that ability. But especially in times like this, I am not going to prompt you because this is a fucking shooting gallery. This
Yeah.
is fish in the barrel for people to be lying or conniving or hiding their intent. Like, so,
Theta is gonna look at Gilder here and be like, "Do you know which people in particular want to speak to us? You could point us in their direction."
he gestures across the room.
Oh, good, everybody.
You are new Novas in town. The people here, including the council, are people with vested interests in this town, in this city. The politicians are interested in both the political and economic impact you will have on this city. The countless business people who are here are interested in how you can benefit or affect their bottom dollar. Your very living in this city affects them all. The choices you make can, even unintentionally, affect their finances, their opportunities, their costs. So, yeah, they all want to talk to you.
Great. Okay.
They want to know who you are. That's not to say you need to speak with everybody here tonight, but they are all at minimum curious and concerned.
No pressure. Okay.
None at all. You will not be able to please everybody. I promise you that. We're Novas. We don't get that luxury. Not that it's really possible for baselines either. But we invoke passionate feelings in everyone. Good or bad, passion is passion. On one side, love. On the other side, hate.
Great. Okay.
Well, let's go make those rounds then. Does Zara recognize anyone here that has like a fashion line or a company?
Fashion line or company? Oh, so that's the interesting thing. Nobody representing any of those here tonight looking around. You're not at least seeing any recognizable faces. If there is somebody here representing them, it's like a nobody who is in the stead of a company that you don't recognize. So at the moment you don't believe so. That said, you are of the understanding that there aren't any major fashion companies that are like headquartered here in Novara as of yet. There are, high-end fashion focused stores here in Novara, but none of their like big offices. So they might just not be here because we don't have a vested interest in the area other than our stores. Or they're just there with, a face you don't recognize because, we don't have a presence there other than our stores.
Well, I don't see anyone interesting. I'll just see if anyone talks to me, I guess. I don't know.
Um,
Right. Okay.
what are those councilmen like? Or they are? I guess we know who they are, at least some basic info about them.
If you're tapped into the politics, yeah, you know some stuff. So we talked about Richard a little bit.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just kind of go top to bottom here. There is obviously the council president, Mara Divya. She is kind of she's president because she's senior amongst her peers. She has a lot of time spent doing very community focused type work. She's she's like late 40s. You don't know enough to know her exact age.
Okay.
But she has brown skin, cropped curly hair. She's in a nice tidy suit, and she's got these like sort of blocky earrings on. She's kind of like a lean build. But when you see her talking to people and when you've seen her in press releases and stuff, she has this very like positive, not like hyper, but like very energetic energy to her. I guess some people might say like preppy, but I know some people kind of have like a negative spin on preppy or peppy, I should say. Like she's just she's a very energetic person.
Okay.
She has like a history of being a community organizer. She also, before getting this job, she was actually a school board chair, in another state.
Okay.
So she actually has she has a lot of focus on making sure Novara has the infrastructure for the generations to come. Like she highly values kids as our future.
Okay.
And not just I'm going to say it for political clout. She's passionate about it.
Okay. I mean that we can go through all, but Moses would definitely then talk to her because his dad actually runs the go-kart where he gets charity kids to run, so he'd know of her for sure or something like that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, go for the others
aside
as
from
well,
that,
yeah.
her politics, she's very progressive, but she is pragmatic. So she is not just blindly going for progressive moves. She makes pragmatic choices in the things that she pushes. She has been trying to maintain a priority on keeping housing affordable lately, as well as trying to get grants for like smaller local businesses. She is also, it's not that it's a minor concern to her, but like it's not the primary thing she's concerned with right now, and that is support for Nova related programs. So there's that. That said, well, we might leave that to a role later. That's the big public stuff you would know. The second counselor is Tom Bridger, or Thomas Bridger, if you go by his full legal name. But he's the age-wise the oldest member of the council. He's in his 60s, early 60s. He's a tall guy, silver hair. He's got these like rimless glasses on, and he's wearing a blazer. He definitely looks like a guy who has worked in an office most of his life. Like you would know he has a long history in civil engineering. He has this like ever so slight hunch from poor posture at a desk for too long in too many years. But he also has a history of working in city public works as a director. He's essentially extremely competent, and based off of what you know from his public appearances and things he said on the record and stuff, he doesn't seem like somebody that has a huge ego. He's not somebody who lets his personal status influence how he does his job. He seems to want to do his job before he puts himself forward. He could be described as a technocratic moderate. Some people might be quick to accuse him of being like the bad kind of technocrat, but he is essentially somebody who values people with the right skills in the right position. If you have the skills, you deserve to have the position. Only people who have the skills should be in the position. He supports some progressive stuff. He supports some conservative stuff. He's a moderate. He's walking that line. He's not an absolute centrist. He does pick sides, obviously, but he is not firmly on one side of the fence. He historically has been somebody who has prioritized infrastructure as well as just making sure things are maintained. You get the feeling that that is probably why Gilder approved his running. That said, the third counselor is Davina Kest. She's a little bit of an idealist. She's also built a little bit of a reputation of ending up being the council's swing vote. She's late 30s, maybe early 40s, as far as you know. She's mixed race, Afro-Latina. She's tall, has a decent sense of style. Her dress is tailored. She has a bit of reputation of being very charismatic. She was a prosecutor. She was a lawyer for a time after that in civil liberty cases. And when she ran for the counselor office, she pretty much ran on the idea of maintaining transparency as well as maintaining strong accountability. You know, she is somebody who believes, like, the people in power, if they fuck up, they should be held accountable. Because in the States in recent years, there has been this ongoing issue of people getting off when they make mistakes because they're in positions of power. And she's somebody that is sick of that. She has essentially been pushing for fairer systems and making sure that, like, favoritism and such is done away with in, you know, positions of power. She is somebody who's willing to compromise, but because she is a swing vote, it's sometimes up in the air which way she's going to go on things, because she does swing from side to side. We talked a little bit about Counselor Rick Hale, but he is somebody who has a history in real estate investment. And he was for quite a while a landlord as well. He, for the politics, he is very pro-growth. Like, he's kind of as conservative as it gets with the council for the most part. And, like, he is very economically focused. He wants this city to have a booming economy. Like, he thinks that is, like, the best thing for the city, is for the city's economy to boom and grow. So he has been making pushes for incentives for large development projects, where these companies will come into the city because he feels the city is very desirable for these companies, and that will, in his mind, trickle down to the everyday people. It will create jobs, and ideally high-paying jobs, because he wants high-profile businesses to come in, and high-paying jobs will lead to better-paid citizens, to happier citizens, so on and so forth. So he's got that going on amidst other things. And then the last city councilor is Alex Moreno. She's very tech focused. Seems to be late 40s. kind of a slight build, short hair. She's starting to show a little silver in her hair. Very minimalist fashion for her suits that she wears, and she almost always has like either her phone or a tablet in hand. Historically, you are aware that she was a venture capitalist. She also did some angel investing. She's been very focused in the tech industry, especially in AI. Now, AI is a little different in this world, for our continuum at least. We'll touch on that here in a little bit, but very focused in technology, especially AI applications. She actually used to be a lead at a national security contractor, but now she's doing this. Politically, she's very security minded. She tends to put security at the forefront of her concerns. And she has a lot of favor for smart city tech. This is to say, surveillance cameras in high traffic areas, amongst other monitoring systems to not only make sure the city is safe, but also to monitor the efficiency of the city. Addictively, I speak English. Additionally, she also like pushes like public safety as a major platform, and is like, technology is how we're going to accomplish this. Like, we need to not be resistant to technological change. So there's that, and that's the short version on the city council. How you feel about them as individuals, entirely up to you guys. I'm not going to color any of that with potential opinions you may have. I will let you just take that information and let you decide what your character thinks. That said, is there anybody Zutak, you said you wanted to go talk to Davina.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Moses would like to everyone of the gang, like, maybe we should at least talk to the councilman. I'd like just a bit, just say hi the same way we did with Kilder. Just
Yeah, you're right. So it's not just talking to Nova.
Very well.
Lead the way.
I said Davina, I meant Divya. There's so many fucking names I've added to this game. It might take me a minute to get used to them.
Okay.
So many fucking names.
So
you make your way over to Bar Divya. Divya is talking with at the moment she's actually in like a 4-person conversation. Counselor Tom Bridger is also there. And they're discussing potential expansion of, it sounds like piecemeal. You're getting a little bit of sounds like apartment blocks getting put in to allow for some more cost-effective housing. As you guys approach, Mara's kind of, or Miss Divya, excuses herself from the conversation and comes over to you guys. Well, hello. That's so great to see you guys were able to make it. I had heard through Gilder that we might get to see you guys, and I am thrilled to have you on. I mean, I'm sure you already know who I am, but I'm Mara Divya. I'm the council president. She like goes to shake all of your hands. This is, I never thought we would see the day where we would get a city defender or Utopia presidents, but here we are, almost like a 2-for-1 deal. It's just heartwarming, really.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
want to think for it. So Thank you.
And yeah, well, the circumstances might not have been great about how it happened. That's why we're here. But we're like, I for one am happy that I get to be in Novara, representing Utopia. And I've heard something about you a bit from my father. That's like when he was.
Oh,
Yes, maybe you know him, Jamil, maybe not. He's the one that's doing the go-kart
Jamil.
racing for the children. Yeah.
Jamil Rush. Oh, I think Zutar froze. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Unfortunate timing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
there
best
he is,
moment
there he
ever
is.
to freeze.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what did you say?
What's my dad's name? What's my dad's name? Phenomenal.
I said Jamil for the dad's name.
Yeah, I remember Jamil. Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I remember him. Great man. He's the one with the what do you call it? The carts.
The go-karts.
parody
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I loved that. I remember it was, I think, almost 2 years ago now that I was over there, and I visited shortly after it was, the place had been built. And it was just such a cool concept. And I think that's great. Get the kids out, get to, just spend some energy, have some fun. It's just, I love to see it. I don't think there's enough activities these days that gets the kids out of the house and away from all the digital stuff, and just, they're all so absorbed in the OpNet these days. It's great to
Yeah.
see them, have some outlets.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I've been thinking. You probably don't know much about me, but as a kid, I was like very into parkour and martial arts. So maybe I was thinking to opening, I don't know, with the media channel or something, just to get the kids going, because like parkour is something you can do wherever basically, and if you do it the right way, the safe way, nobody gets hurt, then it just helps people build confidence as well, you know. So I was thinking like doing things like this, maybe now that I'm, you know, a Nova, it could help gain traction because of that. So
Right. Absolutely. And the confidence for the kids is one of the most important things that we should be instilling in them, because without confidence, I mean, what are they going to do? Right. Confidence is such a valuable thing to have. There's so many kids and teenagers and even adults out there that lack confidence, and it causes struggle. But with confidence, they can, best foot forward at all times. So that's great. That's fantastic to hear. But I want to hear about you guys as a team. What is any big plans? Like, what are your thoughts? Obviously, you're constrained to what Utopia is allowed to do and stuff. The city isn't exactly your playground, but do you guys have any ideas of what you want to do now that you have some sway? Any like events you want to do or anything like that?
It is just like desperately staring at everybody else in the group right now.
I did nod and just, yeah, actually, now that I've gone through university, I've achieved my degree. I'm hoping to expand into that department, help expand the city, build more buildings, get more blocks out there. The city's wonderful as it is, but there's always going to be people moving here, so better infrastructure could always be implemented. Yeah, just put the architectural expertise and also this newfound technological expertise to use.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me. I think a little bird told me that you actually had a hand in the tower, because I drove past it earlier today because I hadn't had the chance to yet, and I was admiring the design, and I couldn't help but notice it's very. Did you? Was inspiration taken from how Gilder did the rest of the city? It seemed very familiar.
Oh, well, yeah, I definitely had some input there. I oversaw operations. A lot of it was put in place in advance, so I can't take full credit, but yeah,
I
we
see.
wanted to make sure that everything was flush with, Gilder's vision for the city. Yeah,
Well, that's
also
great.
speaking to, Utopia's vision as well.
That's good to hear, because there were some concerns that, Utopia was gonna sort of bring their ball and then threaten to take it home if, you know,
If they didn't get their
things
way.
weren't being exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. But, I did my best, I felt, to assuage those fears. And, I think we eventually got there, obviously, with how things shook out. But yeah, the tower looks great. And it's great that you're already thinking about expansion. That's some of the stuff we've been kind of talking since, the city opened up because, you know, the city's going to continue to grow. And while we have the best infrastructure, it does require a lot of work to keep it the best because it is going to have to grow, and growing can have growing pains. So we absolutely want to be on top of that. Um, but it's great to know that we have a Nova in our corner on that. I might have to put you in talks with some of our engineers. Should it come to it, maybe if Gilder's too busy.
sure. Yeah, that
Gilder
would
is
be great.
he's very hands-on. He does not like anything to happen without his, thumbs up. But, I think he would be very open to you also putting in some input should we require it. Um, so that's great to hear. Um, wow. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I I would advise you, be careful when talking to Rick. He might try to rope you into building one of those fangled data centers or whatever he's constantly going on about.
Understood.
Yeah, that's okay though. We amuse him
No.
here and there as a treat.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Well, and what about you, Zara? I haven't heard a lot about you since you guys signed up with Utopia. Do you have any big plans?
Well, I'm mostly into my music stuff right now. Don't have anything to be mentioned now, but all that I want to tell you is that our plans involve the best for this town. So,
That's great to hear. It was very heartwarming to know that it was our own locals that not only erupted but are representing Utopia as people of this city. That is something a lot of cities can't say. Some cities, they do have like city defenders that were homegrown locals, but a lot of cities don't. So, I think it's really special that not only do we have one, we have three Novas who were here at the beginning and are now here as Novas. It's something special. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing what music you put out. Are you a Novox? Or did you just do very baseline
mm,
level music?
no, I would like to succeed on my own merit, I think, so to say.
Well, to be
But
clear, since you would know this, a Novox is a Nova that uses their powers to enhance their music.
yeah, but that's cheating, right?
Depends on your perspective. If Zara thinks it's cheating, then okay, more power to you.
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
Yeah, and
just
yeah,
making sure that's clear.
yeah. No, I have no intentions on going the Novox route. Um, but yeah, I do feel a sense of belonging to this town, and I don't know, maybe I should make a song about that too. We'll see how it treats me.
Well, what genre should I be expecting, or is it going to be a surprise?
Oh well, it's a mix. It's a mix, but yeah, I'm
Okay.
mostly into pop. I'm bringing back the old R&B. That's kind of
Oh.
forgotten. Almost from the
Okay.
past century kind of thing.
Oh, don't say that. You're gonna make me feel old. I love me a little bit R&B. I've definitely been listening to more pop these days, but every once in a while, a little bit of country, not the depressing country stuff, but actual good country music. But
Hey, depressing
no, I
country could be
love.
good too. There's nice things
Well,
in every genre.
I suppose you might have a point there. I know I have my preferences, anyways.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
nice to
very
see.
cool. I very much look forward to it. I might have
Thank
to bug you
you.
for maybe if you end up going the dinosaur route of physical sales, maybe I might have to bother you for a signed CD case or something.
Oh, certainly for you. We will put out some vinyls.
Or
Yeah.
or a vinyl. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I just actually got one of those new like vinyl record players. So I started kind of collecting some here and there. Nothing crazy yet, but I don't know. I think it's neat.
Wow. Yeah, it is neat. It's really surprising to hear that you are so into music. Really makes you more approachable. I
Oh
will
yeah, I
definitely make sure to get you one then.
yeah, I can't work without my music to be honest. Like reading the reading the legal documents I have to read if I have no background noise, I'd go crazy. So yeah, I listen to a lot of music.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to give you the cold shoulder here, Theta. I understand you're new to the city.
I am, yes.
Yeah. Where did you come from? I hadn't heard that.
I mean, I'm not really making it publicly known, so
Oh, okay.
but
I understand. And
yeah,
sure.
it's sort of me embracing a new me, leaving behind some of
Right.
the things of the past that no longer need to weigh me down.
Okay. I can respect that. I understand. Everybody, well, not everybody. A lot of people kind of hit that point in their life one way or another where sometimes a fresh start is needed.
Yeah,
Um,
and like
so
I
that's
didn't get
respectable.
the traditional chance to like leave to go to university or anything like that to get out on my own. So this is kind of like that moment for me.
Gotcha. That's very cool.
Yep. She's gonna awkwardly sip her drink.
um, Divya, without missing a beat, just turns to the rest of you and is like, "Well, this has been lovely. I don't want to keep you guys. I'm sure there are others who would love to talk to you. I also, as the council president, I have to go make my rounds. So
Stay
for
in
now,
touch
we
on
will part
Discord.
ways. Oh yeah, of course. I'll be sure to add you guys. Yeah, I already kind of I know I followed the local branch official Ripple account when they started that, but I'll make sure to go through and follow you guys. Um, I think I already followed one of you. It might have been you, Zara. Maybe it was you. She said she's pointing at Moses. I can't remember
Could
though.
be, could be.
It's all blur. The social media stuff sometimes is just too much
I mean, with what you
information.
have on your plate, it's totally normal. Yeah,
It's
so
I try to keep up with it, but it's a lot. I honestly do not understand how the celebrities or like the Nova celebrities do it, to be real, or the influencers.
well,
I guess if it's your whole job, sure, but I need a person. That's what I need.
well, yeah. I mean, with what's happened with us, the boom's been it's been a big
Oh,
change.
I'm sure. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and yeah, before you go, I just wanted to say one more thing. If it's too forward, then forget about it. I do have like one of the things that I can do now is I can teleport, and it's basically locked to items or strands of my hair. And I was thinking, since with the attack that happened, it'd be great to keep check of everyone that's secure. And you're a very important person in the city, so maybe if you would take one, so just if anything happens, I'm always able to come there in a blink and help out.
Well, that's very thoughtful. I think that would have to be something we would need to discuss as a council to determine if that would be appropriate.
Yeah, of course
Because
it's an idea, and you of course, yes.
of course, yeah. It's a hazy area because you're not technically city defenders. If you were city defenders, that would fall kind of under your contractual obligation as part of defending the city. But considering the unique nature of this, shall we call it an alliance, gray area. So I think that's a great idea, but we do need to discuss that as a possibility. Because there is obviously degrees of security to be concerned with there.
Better than handing out bouquets of roses. What a gentleman, this Moses.
Oh, and it rhymes too. You're getting better, Zara.
It's the Chardonnay.
She just smiles. Indeed. All right. I got to go make my rounds. We'll be in touch. It was great to meet you all. Do enjoy the gala. And make sure you get some of the shrimp. The shrimp's so good. So good.
Theta will take the shrimp cocktail that's like empty that she was holding onto.
Yeah. And she goes on her way.
She was good at that.
Yeah.
Are you okay? She was kind of snide to you.
To me?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, nothing I'm not used to.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. She seemed cool. Well, to me when she was talking with her. Okay.
Well, yeah, up the whole idea that, we're all three from here and that's awesome. And then Theta's from somewhere else.
I probably didn't give her much to work with either, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Well,
As long as you're good.
Yeah, no issues here.
Yeah. Who do you guys want to talk to next? Tom Bridger is like physically the closest right now, but you are by no means required to talk to him next.
Well, she was the one in the nice dress.
She was in a suit. The one in the nice dress is Davina Kest. She is the idealist, aka the swing vote.
Well, let's go talk to her. She has a nice dress.
Understandable.
let's do it.
Like, let me post this name spelling for you since.
Oh yeah, because I'm just like guessing.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was
There you
kind of
go.
close.
Oh, it was one letter off. Nice.
Here is.
That's exactly right.
Kest. Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, I got that one. Crazy.
just whispering between the four of us, like, don't you think Divis sounds similar?
Yeah, she has an M-A-R.
No, I
That's
mean,
wild.
you know me, just thoughts sometimes come out and I can't stop them.
The guy from The Incredibles. Coincidence! I forgot!
Divinus Maru.
So, Davina Kest, she is, you actually catch her. She's talking to a couple of other women, and they do seem to be discussing her dress. As you come over, Zara, you immediately pick up that they are actually talking about some industry fashion stuff. They're talking about some designers that are making a splash in New York. And they're talking about, like, hey, maybe Novara could have a scene going on. We're all like, the city's already kind of bleeding edge. All it takes is a little bit of investment. We get some events out here, and maybe we start making Novara the venue for the hottest, newest trends. New city, new ideas, new trends, new fashion, new.
Zara will just walk in middle of that conversation and be like, yes, Novara should be the #1 hot new fashion venue. Am I right? Lady, your dress is stunning. I just had to walk over and tell you that.
Davina nods. Oh, thank you, dear. And you look great yourself. You must be one of the new Novas. I have heard and seen a lot about you.
Yes, I'm Zara. It's a pleasure to meet you. She will hold out her hand.
Counselor Davina Cast. She shakes her hand. Although I'm sure you probably heard my name around anyways. But, procedure.
Theta shows up with another shrimp cocktail.
These are my slightly less fashionable colleagues.
Of course. We all have those.
All right, you understand me.
Yes.
I mean, but we do try, and we are open for suggestions. So my name is
Yes,
Moses.
I have to endure Alex's simple tastes.
Theta's just gonna look at the suit, and she's so proud of herself for coming up with this suit idea, and it just keeps getting shat on. And she just looks down at it and she sighs.
Yeah, but where did you get that dress?
Oh, this was custom done. The original design came from a smaller name out in LA. It's kind of a little bit of a secret. It's kind of a guy I have in my back pocket for special events like this. And then, of course, some custom adjustments, some tailoring, and voila.
I have a guy like that too. I bet they know each other. They all know each other.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah. I'm sure there are some places where guys like that meet. Anyway, yeah, we should start something here. I was looking around the room. I don't see any familiar brand holding names. We should make our own brand. I mean, look at us here. And she gestures to all of the girls around the counselor. What do you say?
Well, I couldn't necessarily make my own brand, but I could certainly perhaps invest, donate a little funds for being interested in something like that happening. However, such things would have to be, documented and known about so that there was no conflict of interest. But I would be very interested in that. The woman she was talking to, who is a little older, approaching middle aged, maybe a little bit past her early 50s, but is in a very nice suit. She kind of looks at you, then to her with this smile, and then says, well, we were just discussing of bringing in, the company I'm representing into the area. We're very interested in, being the first step in the fashion industry out here.
Yeah, you should get it while it's hot. Strike while it's molding. How does that saying go? Anyway, I could offer plenty exposure.
What brand are you representing?
I didn't have a play for this.
Yeah, I knew it.
Expecting fashion to be a discussion.
Sorry.
Honestly, I should have expected with how Zara was that like fashion was going to come up, but I did not have a play for this. So give me 1 second.
No, it needs to be something good. Like you can get time.
Yeah. Hey, give me just a sec. I'm a fucking. Let's see.
Some pun.
Well, pun. How's that gonna happen on the fly? I'm not that good at
Yeah.
it, especially fashion related puns.
I'd rather wait and get a good one.
You know what? I'm gonna do a subtle nod to our vampire origination as a group, and it's going to be Elysium Designs.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yes.
That sounds quite good, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably not considered etiquette to pull out your phone, but that's exactly what Theta does. She pulls out her phone and Googles it.
Understandable. To Theta, ridiculous. None of this is functional. This is all fashion for fashion's sake. Really like hoity-toity, over-designed dresses, suits, all kinds of things. Like they literally have a hoodie that is like several $100s, has no pockets, no like other than a tiny little brand logo on a small tag on the hem of it, nothing on it, and then just this like really like floral color to it. And it's like, what the like, is it a sweater? No, it's a hoodie. But it's a pullover hoodie with no pockets. Like, what is this?
This is some good stuff. Very minimalistic.
She also is going to immediately follow that up by looking for like controversies or where do they make their clothing? Is it in-house? Is it from like a third world country factory?
Oh yeah.
That's absolutely what she's looking into.
Looking into controversy, yeah. Their stuff is like there's been a lot of companies from this quick Google search. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
she did the
companies
math.
have been trying to look to more essentially trying to like do fashionable things while using environmental friendly materials that are not necessarily from recycled goods or whatever, but are essentially collected through more humane methods and stuff like that. Just very ecologically aware, allegedly. That said, this company is known for its factories in both India and China. It kind of has two major locations out there, and they're essentially running sweatshops, and they pretty much make these clothes for like a couple bucks, if that. And they're charging hundreds and hundreds of dollars for each item. And I mean, these clothes, they could not stand any real wear or tear. Like, even their like blouses and stuff are like very sheer, fragile fabric and stuff like that. It's not good.
All right, Theta's like looking at this like Google thing, and then she's gonna stop and she's just gonna look up from what she's doing. She look at Zara and she goes, "So you guys are a US based company?
Yes.
So you do all that like local sourcing of your materials and everything, bringing jobs to Americans?"
No, quite frankly, we outsource the work, but the company is ran here in the States.
Oh, where do you outsource to?
Oh, you know, where everybody else does.
Mm.
India, China.
I see.
We don't bother with Vietnam or Thailand, but we outsource there.
Wait, why don't you
and
bother
they
with
produce great quality.
Vietnam and Thailand? That's just a me question.
I'm not the one who makes those decisions.
Okay, fair enough. Just yeah, I was interested in where all the clothing gets made and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
She's clearly like not impressed, but she's just
Yeah. The lady takes a sip from her drink and smiles to Miss Cass and says, "I'm getting a little low. I'm going to go refill. I'll be back in a few." It's like, yeah, sure. And she walks off, and Miss Cass looks back to you guys. Well, if you're serious about doing a little fashion startup, I would recommend you hurry up on that. Because I think you just lit a fire under her feet to push super hard.
Well, I was thinking about an alliance, but she's free to try.
I wouldn't want to ally with her.
She smiles, and well, Zara, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that she doesn't want to ally with you. I think you upset her.
Oh, you mean me?
What?
I think you both did.
She deserves it.
Where did she run off to?
No, she is going to the refreshment table, but
Mm.
she's clearly in no hurry to come back.
Gotcha. She talking with anybody else right now?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So yeah, she's just angry.
It's a safe guess.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're gonna, Tata's gonna look at Zara there and be like, best way to beat someone like that is using your celebrity and supporting someone actually local to Novara. Go with actually handmade clothing. Yes, that will increase the price point, but with you advocating for it, I mean, here, look at this. And she's gonna hand over her phone that has all these like shitty designs on it, or what she thinks is shitty. Do something like this, but with a quality place that doesn't have any like shitty child labor associated with it. Perfect. There you go. Instant
Okay,
winner.
yeah.
And again, you're fresh from university. Was there not fashion students there that you could snag? Up and coming Novara, raised people?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, most of the brands do it like she does, so that's nothing new, but she's rude. So, yeah, totally a local fashion is the way to go. I've
Yes.
changed my mind.
I can't imagine why someone who is fine with child labor would be rude. What a strange thought.
Miss Cass is still smiling, just nods along. So I
want to actually,
go
sorry.
out on a limb and assume you guys want to talk about more than just fashion this evening.
Well, I mean, I would, but
Not really, no.
I mean,
She chuckles at that.
I would like to read her body language and as she has that, like as the last bit of info was going between Tata and her,
Sure.
like to see what she try to guess what she thinks about child labor in India and China.
Empathy, and a attribute of your choice.
Okay. I mean, for me, that's gonna be revealing read from Mega Cunning. So what that's gonna do, it's empathy and cunning against her Just give me a second. Against, sorry, the page is going a bit weird. It disappeared. Click. Against her composure.
Okay. I'm pretty
And
sure. Let me double check. Because that's a mega edge, right?
yeah. It's it's a mega edge from. Did you need to have mega cunning for it?
It's page
Sure.
196.
Yep. Okay. You can do that.
Okay, so it's gonna be empathy, and it's gonna be cunning, and basically I get it's the number of successes is decreased by 1 because I have mega cunning 1.
Right.
The number of successes I need. And she rolls composure. Okay, so I got 4.
Okay. You have exactly what you need to get a read on her. So, let me see here. With 1 success, the Nova learns a single superficial fact or surface thought. It's also enough to know whether the target is lying or telling the truth as they understand it. Okay. So, this is technically with 1 success
Okay.
because the difficulty was 4 and you rolled a 4.
Oh, so she's
So-
got 5 for composure. Nice.
She's a fucking counselor, dude.
Yeah,
She's composed as fuck.
yeah.
So yeah, so you know it is a single superficial fact or surface thought. And to know whether they're lying or telling the truth. Okay. So she hasn't said anything that could be construed as like a truth or a lie.
Yeah.
That said, surface thought that you are able to pick up is she is putting together that you guys are very inept at this.
Okay.
No shit.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And she is trying to decide whether that is a good thing or a bad thing.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna be even worse at this by telling it out loud to my friends.
Yep.
I think
But good
Theta's
to-
just embracing it at this point. Like, I'm not this person, so fuck you.
Well, it's certainly interesting to see. After a few years of fighting, Utopia finally has a place here in the city. I didn't think we would ever see the day, yet here we are. So, what do you envision? What is the picture of tomorrow look like, as Gilder may put it?
Well, I think like the picture of tomorrow will look like Gilder thinks it'll be, and I think for at least the first half a year or so, for us is just to help in any way we can, and I think part of that is you and the other counselors giving us opportunities to do that. So maybe to put it back to you, what do you think? How can we help?
She chuckles a little with a nod. That's a good answer. Very good answer. Very safe answer, too. So, what I think that we need to make sure that as we move forward, we maintain very solid, consistent, and transparent oversight. I think Baseline, Nova, whatever the case might be, everybody needs to be held responsible. So if one of us messes up, if Gilder messes up, if one of you guys mess up, anybody should be held accountable. There's a reason why our police force is lauded as a icon of what every police force in the country should be doing. Our fresh approaches to how we train our officers to respond is with this idea of accountability in mind. We do not have officers accidentally gunning down innocent people, let alone officers that are needing to be sent on leave or moved to another district to cover up their mistakes, because they're not making those mistakes in the first place, and even if they did, they would be punished. This extends to other walks of life as well. That's what I envision for Novara. We need, as the new city in the country, we are aiming to set an example. And for me, that means showing how America can be better, of being that step forward in making sure there is accountability. Because we live in a society, and a society requires structure and rules. But in order for structure and rules to matter and mean something, everybody needs to be forced to abide by them. Nobody should be able to squirm out of them or cheat the system.
How do you plan to enforce these ideals with people like Nova's? It's just a general curiosity, because I haven't actually heard someone give me an idea for that.
Well, that is the big debate now, isn't it?
It sure
In
is.
my mind, we should have a combination agency of both Baseline and Novas that will function to bring Novas that are up to criminal behavior to heel. You know, we live in a world where, while there is an organization focused on dealing with Novas, they don't really answer to anybody. But that is not accountability. That is, in essence, a threat of retaliation. Accountability is being held accountable by your peers, to be judged by your peers for your misdeeds. And considering Novas are humans, however, there are differences that should be acknowledged. Anytime a Nova missteps, they should be judged by both Novas and Baselines. What exactly the details of that looks like, I'm not entirely sure yet. But in order to get there, we need to start walking in that direction. And that starts with cleaning up the mess at the ground level, rebuilding the foundation, and then building up to that point. We can't jump to telling Novas how to act when we don't have our own act together, in my opinion. So we got to work from the ground up.
Fair enough. I mean, I think that's the most concise answer anyone's ever had for that.
Yeah, that's Great.
Right. I'm glad.
Honestly, honestly, even a bit less political, more specific than I expected. I'm in not from you in general, but from this sort of,
Some of us
gathering.
actually believe half the things we say.
Yeah.
That's refreshing.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if maybe then by what you said, we could gather some kind of, I don't know, joint exercises. Maybe we can, or just one of us can maybe go be with the police, see how they work. Since we're gonna be here as well, that would probably be helpful so that we don't, collide if an emergency happens.
Well, we can see about potentially organizing something like that, maybe like a cross training day or something like that. At the very least, I could see to some people sending you the well, actually, it doesn't even need to be sent to you. It's publicly available, but the SOP for the police force.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good place to start.
No, for sure.
Theta's just gonna
Well,
kind of like look over to Ross and mouth SOP. Like, what does that mean?
translation, he doesn't know. Well, Zutok doesn't know because
I
I'm
mean,
looking at him just blank.
No, I mean, meta, it's standard operating procedure, I
Okay.
assume. Yeah,
You just had a really blank face there of like somebody who's like no idea what the fuck's going on.
I have no, because I'm like, Moses has no idea, so Moses doesn't know.
Understandable. Gotcha.
I mouth it back, but you can't see my face.
Yeah, I can't see your mouth, so it doesn't work.
Perfect.
But yeah.
Cool. Well, she says, well, it was lovely to actually get to speak with you all. I'm sure we're going to have plenty of opportunities to talk and such, and I must go mingle. I would
Happy
love
mingling
to,
then.
especially talk fashion with you all night, but
Stay in touch.
oh, of course, absolutely. And if you want to get something off the ground, let me know, please. Please.
We will do.
Need to breathe some life into this place. Gee.
Finally,
Stomp
someone
us
who
off.
speaks the language.
Yeah, she saunters off to go mingle. I will say we'll probably have time for one more interaction before we need to wrap for today. So choose wisely. It won't be the end of the gala. We'll pick up next session with the gala, but if there's somebody you are burning to talk to this session, now is the time.
Maybe a gentle reminder of like
Sure.
the other three councilmen.
There's the other three. Yeah, it's
So there's Tom Bridger, who is the civic engineer, or who
Okay.
has the history of civic engineering. There is Rick Hale, the guy who they're like, he's debatable on how on the up and up he is. And then there is Alex Moreno, who is very into the tech industry, has a past of being a venture capitalist.
Okay.
and that's just the counselors of the city. I mean, there's
Yes.
other
Yeah.
people here too.
There
Yeah,
is.
like I think
If you
Theta's
wanted
probably
to, there is that COO. My brain, so many fucking names.
Dr. Lita Chow.
Yes, as well as Rampart. If you wanted to talk to either one of them or both of them at the same time, it's kind of hard to get them separately, but if you wait for an opportunity, you could find one. There is also like, I guess at this point I will point out, because enough time has passed that it seems like the majority of the guests have arrived. Since you guys have, talking, you're just kind of always looking around while talking to people. There is somebody who is not directly next to the refreshment table, but there is a woman there that has been lingering there for a while. and she is just kind of people watching.
I mean, I think Theta, again, being as she is, would have clocked that. But I don't know if she'd want to approach. I think she's watching her, though, for sure.
Okay.
And in fact, Theta, in general, just to reiterate, would be watching for anyone that's kind of behaving in what she would deem as weird. So, lingering at the refreshment table. Anyone being particularly loud, she'd be watching.
Okay.
Are there any items or identifiers either on her person, or maybe we were given name tags or occupation, something when we got in or something like that?
No name tags. This is too upper class for
Okay.
that. Let's see. Let me check my notes for what I had. So the thing that's kind of stand out. If you haven't picked it up as players yet, the majority of the people here, like finding somebody as young as you guys, is few and far between. Like everybody else at the youngest for the most part is late 30s. You're seeing a lot of people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Like you're not seeing any ancient people around, but it is older folks than yourselves for the most part. This person that is on the periphery seems to be maybe in her mid-20s, maybe late 20s at the oldest. She is kind of dressed in a little bit more muted black pantsuit, essentially. She's got the whole jacket and slacks and dress shoes on and stuff. She's shorter. She's about 5'2". Hair's done in a ponytail, brown hair, white. She's very unassuming in appearance.
So, because that's kind of how Theta was before her eruption, but she relied on, again, being unassuming in her appearance, and that was very intentional. Can she tell if that's what this is as well, as opposed to just, like, being a boring person? Like, she's intentionally being unassuming.
Yeah, give me an empathy, a attribute of your choice. I'm going to give you, because of your background, I'm going to give you a +2 enhancement.
Okay. Empathy. A 4. Shit. It's showing something.
Okay. All right. So 3 of the successes will tell you. Yeah. She is definitely somebody who leans into her unassuming appearance to go unnoticed.
Okay.
She's not necessarily trying to hide, but she is just kind of staying specifically on the periphery to avoid attention.
Now, is that like anxiety, or I can't really tell, probably.
Well, I was about to say you have one question.
Okay. Is she avoiding it because she's like experiencing some sort of like anxiety situation as opposed to something else?
Looking at her, it is in her posture. You do not think she is anxious.
Okay. All right. She's definitely gonna point that out to everybody else, like quietly under her breath. If we wanted to go and see what she's up to, or Just keep an eye on her. Or maybe you guys think I'm overreacting.
Trust your instincts. But she just seems boring.
Well, she's trying to on purpose.
She's doing
Okay.
a good job.
Yeah.
Damn, sorry. No, chill.
Yeah.
Well, you guys gonna approach her or no? Or
I was trying to get the team to decide.
No, I mean, I think it's just
I don't want to make a decision. Somebody else make a decision.
maybe we just.
Well, we're trying to go as a group, not split up, so
I mean, I think if 4 of us go
That'd be
talk
too
to
much.
her, and first of all, probably even after we. Ooh, I think that if we talk to her, just because it's us coming up to her,
she will be watched a little more.
yeah. So that maybe we just go say hi casually, like we're going to refill our drinks, and then after that we see how the crowd reacts to her and vice versa.
I mean, okay. Sure. Okay, we're gonna go over to her. Or at least Theta for sure is, and assuming everyone's gonna follow now.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Okay.
Theta's going over. Is the group
Yeah.
actually going to follow Theta?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys
So-
follow after. You approach Cassia. I fucking just said her name. Perfect.
You did,
Continue
yeah.
with this. Yeah. You guys approaching her, she seems to recognize that you guys are kind of beelining to her, and she adjusts slightly as you guys approach, and she says, hello.
Hi. Yeah, hanging out by the refreshments? Stealing snacks?
Yeah.
Fair
I don't really do these kinds of things. So
enough. I normally don't either, and yet guess that's part of my job now.
you're you're all of the new Novas, right?
Sure are.
Yep.
So
I'm
makes
Moses,
sense.
and I give the hand, like, nice to meet you. You are?
Yeah, she'll shake your hand. It's not a super tight grip, but it's firm. Cassia.
Oh,
Does that name ring any bells? I feel like that name rings bells.
Nah.
No? Okay. Maybe it's from something else I'm thinking. Alright. So what do you do, Cassia? Because everyone here seems to do something.
I am something of a freelancer. I work in I'm a biomedical consultant.
Biomedical.
I kind of freelance and volunteer in some philanthropic initiatives and stuff. I
Okay.
get around. Although
Interesting.
I'm used to not this public.
well, that means you've got more experience than us, for sure.
I guess so.
And Theta's just gonna be like refilling her snack plate and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of. So, I mean, I'm not familiar with biomedical stuff at all, or the philanthropic versions of it. Is that like surgeries and stuff for people who need them but necessarily can't afford them?
Some of it can be for sure. I've generally been a little bit more involved on the biotech side of things. Mostly seen about trying to get new advancements in the hands of people that can't afford them. some of those new, for example, hearing aids that help the deaf hear,
Oh, that's cool.
as well as sight augmentations for the blind, stuff like that.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
So how come
fulfilling.
you're here there, and if I may ask, you're also planning to donate, or?
I'm here on behalf of an organization. They're donating. I am here as a representative of them.
Cool. What organization?
I am not at liberty to discuss.
Oh,
Oh.
fancy.
A secretive organization. Okay.
Does
Wow.
this have anything to do with what I discussed earlier with the scientist over at the Deadless League?
You don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I'm drawing a conclusion here, but maybe a leap. Maybe a leap.
Oh.
I mean, at this point, Theta's gonna do like another empathy to see how this lady's feeling about being spoken to by them. Like, is she uncomfortable? Basically, is what I'm going for by
Sure. Go ahead. Same roll.
same role.
Mm-hmm.
Because for whatever reason, Theta's suspicious. This is the person we're suspicious about. No enhancement this time.
Correct.
3.
Okay. Yeah, you with 3 successes. It's interesting. Like, she did seem a little off before you came over, but since your group came over, she has progressively seemed, with small details in her mannerism, with how soft-spoken she is, but there is a sort of tiredness in her eyes that has been setting in, as well as this sort of subtle shift in pallor that you've been able to pick up. She seems like she's gonna be sick.
Are you feeling okay, miss?
I think I just had some food earlier today that isn't settling
Sitting
with
well?
me, or it might be a just a case of jet lag, perhaps.
Maybe. Do you want to a ginger ale or something? I'm sure we could get something like that.
I'll be okay. I just need to take it easy.
Okay. Well, I'm done getting my snacks. How about you guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
For reasons. Theta,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts about the interaction?
Basically it's just something weird is going on. That is what she's doing, and she can't figure out how to get that information from
Okay.
this person.
Okay.
Ross. Same thing.
Yeah, no, I was doing those mental gymnastics. They're pretty clear at the forefront of my brain here. I think she
So-
might have something to do with that.
You think she might be one of those butchers from Greenwar?
I mean, yeah, it's a leap, but things line up with what I just learned earlier. So
Sure. What about you, Zara? What are your thoughts on the interaction with the strange girl?
That something about us is making her sick. I don't know.
Okay. And Moses, last but not least, what are your thoughts?
So I think she's sus. I don't know how she's sus, but I like for me, it's thinking even if she like we were kind of being okay towards her, like came from the aspect of, hey, you're feeling awkward, let's help, and we're celebrities, and there's not been an like pickup in like energy she's given off, so she's sus, and that makes me think that she's like she has an agenda that she doesn't want to give us, and it's weird that she doesn't want to give us. Like, you're here,
Yeah.
there's 4 Novas here, and you don't care about us at all. That's sus. You're here with a mission, and you don't want to say anything about it. That makes it even more sus.
Got you. All right. Well, I think that's a great stopping point for this time. We will pick up with the rest of the gala next time. This is becoming a theme that big events end up getting split in half across sessions.
Yeah.
Which is okay. It's fine. It gives you time to think about. I know. I would love to keep going, but it is what it is.
Let's go. 3 more hours.
Gives
now.
you some time to think about some of these other faces to get familiar with, how you want to approach the rest of this.
Yep.
As well as the rest of the party that's going to happen. So,
Okie dokie.
3 XP for the session. Any questions, comments, concerns, and did everybody have fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yes, on the fun, no on the rest.
Cool stuff. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. All right.
It was 3 XP, Skullx.
Yeah, it's called addition, I think.
Oh, you're totaling what you have. I see. Okay.
It's called addition.
I
I
thought you were just like writing down the session's XP, not just totaling. Okay.
Nice on this Zara.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, as part of our wrap up, we'd like to remind you if you want to support us, we're not asking for any money. Just go ahead, whatever platform you're on, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family. Also, if you are interested in checking out Trinity Continuum Aberrant, check out Onyx Path Publishing. You can find the game on DriveThruRPG, but if you want to get integrated with the community, the best place to do it is the Onyx Path Publishing official Discord. That said, that is it for this time. Thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to having you again. And so until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.